Forever and ever, I got a hip hop heart and a hip hop soul. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. I got a hip hop heart and a hip hop soul. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the bigs and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. It sounded like the pits. I wish that some of y'all would quit. So you know you're loving it. Hip hop has got a heart, a tempo, and a soul. And when you pick and play with it, you lost all control. Your goal should be love, skill, and respect. Not immature floss and just to get a rep. Your mind's unkept, so be careful because your steps are wrong. And just because they're playing it, doesn't mean they even know your song. Change the title in a vital way of dropping it. I'm mocking it and rocking it. You're dirty wearing socking it. And yes, I'm clocking it because your time is running low. And if you love hip hop, you wouldn't glorify no dough. So what about a DJ and the real flow? And all the beat boys on the cardboard Joe. Sometimes I think I'm in a dreamy nightmare. Cause I remember when everybody doing it used to care. Sometimes I think I'm in a dreamy nightmare. Remember E Complete always cares. I got a hip hop heart and a hip hop soul. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. I got a hip hop heart and a hip hop soul. Say what? Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Hip hop is where I live. Verse 2, I glorify my day. The extension of my heart allows my rhyme to play. I pray for voice power and a hip hop shower. Cause my rhyme degree is to a higher power. I'm flowing flying. I got a hip hop crew. We'll be coming around the city just to visit you. It's a hip hop vacation all around the nation. Confidence emotion is a deeper demonstration. So I didn't waste my ink trying to insult my nation. All false truths and dirty discussions. Have some blacks thinking that they're Russian or Italian. Stallions are running, leading you away from the righteous way. Cause all they want is the money, honey, it ain't funny. This heartless fools with the sounding like dummies is getting kinda crummy with these Versace loving rhymes. Not saying that I'm the best, but at least my mind shines. Remember that the E always brings good times. And bum rush and crush is what you was kicking is full of dust. Get 'em, E! Miss Kendra, the kids and the brothers doing big. Hip hop forever, baby, heart and soul. First album in hip hop soul. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. Got a hip hop heart and a hip hop soul. Hip hop will always take control. Kick it for the kids and the brothers doing big. Cause hip hop is where I live. Cause hip hop is where I live. What's the deal? How you guys doing? Episode 487, all the way to heaven, heaven, heaven. Shout out to my brother, brethren, Virgo MC, Dougie. Can the Virgo MCs come to the front? Nas, Big Daddy Kane, Nikki D, The Jizza, E Complete, J Styles, Rugged and Raw, Dougie Fresh, Exhibit, Ludacris. Am I missing somebody? I mean, I told you, the only one we cannot mess with Gemini. But the Virgo MCs, we can mess with Aquarius and Libra. I would say Virgos may be number 2. You know, I told you Aquarius and Libra. Number 5 is between Leo and Sag, but I got to go with Leo because I got KRS-One and Curtis Blow and Fat Joe over the Sag, who's got DMX, Mos Def, and Jay-Z. Some other ones, but I gotta go with KRS and the Leos, number 5. Sag could be 6, but that's your top, signs for MCs. But anyway, what's going on? Wifey will be here in a second. So happy Leo season. How you guys doing? How you feeling? The moon's in Aries now. All right, we got the Aries moon. So the Aries moon will be here, half a Sunday. It came in I think a little bit before 6 p.m. Eastern. So you have it, the rest of Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Right now, it's about, I think, 1 or 2 degrees, on its way to 2 degrees during the episode, and it's conjunct Neptune. So this episode may feel a little dreamy and creative, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just like, whoa, just like a little poetry slam on ecstasy. You could sit still for ecstasy, and you could like literally just rub somebody's nose for an hour, and that would be like almost orgasmic and complete pleasure. That's how good ecstasy is. I always said if you could do one drug one time, and that's it, that would change the whole world. It would eliminate war. It would have to be, and I used to smoke weed back in the days, but now I got to say ecstasy, because it makes you see pure love and humanity. And that's what this world is lacking. The lack of humanity right now, you guys, is appalling. It is disgusting. These innocent lives that are just being taken all the time and claiming it's a suicide. It's crazy. But tonight, we're talking about freaking Neptune and Leo, 1915, 1929. Big Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Marilyn Monroe, JFK, RFK, Malcolm X, big stars, right? Neptune, Leo. Then Pluto, Leo. Okay, now Pluto, Leo went to like 56. Started, I think it was 1939 or 40. The baby boomers. These are the boomers, Pluto, Leo. They do not want to stay. Boomers, please step off the stage. It's time to say goodnight. Get off the stage, please, boomers. The show is over. They're not trying to relinquish no power. They still want the entertainment, the attention. But the boomers are like, no. I have to laugh, but you know I'm right. And I'm not joking. But not all boomers are bad. My mom was a boomer. My dad was Pluto Cancer. My mom was Pluto Leo. And so was my mother-in-law. But remember, a lot of them, their parents went through the Depression. So that's why that Pluto Leo generation, they really do. Look at me, mom. Look at me. Look at me. They want the attention. They needed the spotlight. Right? It's deep, like psychologically, and we'll get into what Pluto is. And then Black Moon Lilith and Leo. I'm talking Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, Jennifer Lopez, Rihanna, like woo, so many people. But it's more about you. Do you have it? None of you got Neptune and Leo, but do you have Pluto? Any OGs here? Or do you have Lilith? And we'll talk about it, how it hits Jupiter in the South Node as well. So how we doing? How you feeling? We got some people here tonight. Oh my God. Well, wifey's back in town, so she'll be here in a second. Her and the boys went away this week for a few days, left me abandoned. Nah, I was here with the 2 older sons, and we had a good time. I took my 17-year-old out to lunch. We had a nice talk, getting ready for his junior year of high school and stepping up in maturity and, doing his program for automotive certification. And he already started, and this is his second week coming up, and the kids go back to school August 10th. So we're really excited. And this is a nice time for her and I, because we'll have some quiet. We'll go back to sleeping on our normal schedule, but we'll also have time to do.
Summer hours are coming to an end.
We'll be able to also do work that's uninterrupted, which is really hard, especially when the Taylor twins are at home. Boy. So
yeah, I mean, I do the best that I can to keep him shielded.
Yeah, she's great.
Everything.
She's great.
But that means that mom is like,
they torture her, but they still can come to me, and we don't mind.
We are some of the most blessed parents on the face of the planet.
So tell them about your excursion and all that you did.
I had so much fun.
Say hello to people here.
Hello.
Are you going to show them your butt rock?
Yes, I'm pulling up booty rock.
She took a picture of a butt rock. Butt rock.
Booty rock. Look at that. Does not wait. Can you guys see that? Wait, it's like it has a glare. Can you guys see that? Look at that. You guys, it's better when I do it like this. But can you see? There's a glare. Doesn't that look like a big old booty? Anyways, so I went kayaking with the boys. We had so much fun. This lake that we went to, Watson Lake in Prescott, Arizona, they have an area which is a eagle like preserve. And so you can see this guy up on top of this tree here. He is a bald eagle, and
And she
on
came back with gifts.
the side of this rock.
I got a new shirt.
Oh, I know. I
got a new
had
crystal.
to bring you gifts.
I got some stuff.
Yeah, I got him some lapis lazuli because he's always talking about it. And that shape was kind of special to me. I sort of didn't want to give it to him. I was like, I already got him some stuff. Why should I give it to him? He doesn't need it. Does he need 3 things? And I'm like, maybe not. But then I said, oh, go ahead and give it to him. So did you show him? And then
no, and she got me this.
I can't remember what they said this was.
You can use this like in the muscles in your back and stuff for massage. So she does that. She cracks my back, and it's
but
really
it is
nice.
an actual crystal, and it's kind of one of those ones where I don't. So I have this favorite crystal shop. It's along the highway, and these people. There's this old white couple, and they are so wrinkly and dusty and dirty, and you know what I mean? But like in the best, most authentic Arizona, we have a crystal shop, and come on in. And, like, and he carves stuff, and he just does all these things. So really love this particular gentleman. And I want to do some work with him. So maybe we'll get some good stuff
we
together.
may get some crystals to sell for BigEAstro Astrology. Yeah.
Like that's one thing. You can get crystals offline. I could be able to go in and go to places like Alibaba and whatever. But chances are the crystals that I'm going to get are going to be lab grown and things like that. And I'm not into that. So did you show him your bracelet?
Oh no, I did not.
He gets things from some of
copper
the
bracelets you got me, and it's a turtle.
Wait, you gotta show them. Wait, can you guys see the turtle? Wait, let's see. It's
because
the glare of things. Can you see the turtle?
But what's cool is that my Native American astrology are the bear and the turtle, and that's my nickname that she has for me, the bear, and she's the bunny.
Well, what's so
the bear
funny
turtle
is like those are your totem animals,
my totem
right?
animals, right?
So you as a kid, somehow that turtle became something, but you didn't learn about it then.
No, I learned about this, when I was, dating a Libra.
We won't see all roads go back to the women that he was dating.
I'm just having fun. Now listen, wait. But listen. My neck is not 100% better yet, although it's improving. But like when I sneeze, big sneezes, it's like the sneeze is coming out of my throat. Listen to what she named me.
I said, I better be careful kissing you. I don't want the cootie neck.
She said I got cootie neck.
You had cootie neck.
And I said, if I got cootie neck.
We don't need both of us with cootie neck.
But I said, if I got cootie neck, I got it from her before she left. She gave me cootie neck, and then she went out of town.
I bounced.
Like a.
Ooh, I know. And he.
Gave me cootie neck and then left me lonely. Gotta watch them girls.
He said, oh. I'll let you say it if you want to say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Well, let's say hello to everybody.
Yes, say hello to everybody.
Venus Rising is here. Hello, dear. How are you?
Venus Rising or Venus Pisces?
Venus Rising.
Oh, I don't know Venus Rising.
Yes, you do. We met her last time. I don't know if we did.
No, that was Venus Pisces. Not Venus Rising. That's a different person.
No, this person.
Yes. Venus Rising, share your big 3.
I've seen her picture before.
Okay,
she's been here.
You've been here before?
Hi.
All right, well, welcome back.
And then Phoenix is here. I accidentally hopped over her.
Hey, Phoenix.
She's saying hello for Tennessee. And Stephen the Jupiterian is here.
Stevie Weezy's.
And Deaf Jules is here. I think you're new,
I think you're new, Deaf Jules. I like that. Deaf
that's fresh. That's fresh Deaf.
But share your big 3, Sun, Moon, Rising. What up, Deaf Jules? Yo, are you dropping living jewels?
Oh wait, yeah, it is Deaf Jules. Okay. And Miranda is here. Hey, girl, it's been a minute.
Hey,
how
Miranda,
you doing?
we miss you.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of. Luda is Virgo. I didn't know Luda was a Virgo.
Oh yeah, Luda's a Virgo. So is Exhibit. Listen, Virgo.
Yes.
We can't
Now,
outdo Gemini,
here's
but
the thing
Virgo
about
is
Luda.
got to be number 2.
He is a Virgo, but he's not as he can rhyme, but he's not as elevated. His mental, he could bring his mental up. He could use it differently.
He definitely needs to be more high vibrational Virgo.
Mm-hmm.
But you can
he
see
rhyme like
he
that
can spit.
because he's a Virgo.
Yeah, but he definitely, more low vibration Virgos. We could get to rhyming about the sex like Luda does. That's definitely
it's
a Virgo
come
thing.
on, Luda. Can we do?
Can we get another
what
subject?
Else is there?
Get another top. And I don't know if you guys know about Exhibit. I love Exhibit. He's a dope MC. Don't love Exhibit.
We have Emily Brandy.
Hello,
here.
Emily Brandy.
Hello,
Are you new?
Emily Brandy.
If you're new, welcome.
How
Please
are
subscribe. Hit the like button. You new people. You and Def Jules, and share your Sun Moon Rising. For new people,
I expect to see our sub count up.
Yes, come on now. You know, it's so weird. I've been going through this thing the last few days. So I've been at 11,159. Then it went up to 62. Then it went down to 56. Then it went back up to 59. Then 61. And I think today now it's at 60. And I'm just like, who's playing games with me?
Mm-hmm. So Stephen the Jupiterian, he said it does look like a butt crack. I know. I was on my kayak. And I'm there.
They had a good time.
I was going all over the entire lake. The boys were sitting primarily in one place because they were trying to fish.
She was searching the seas for a butt rock.
And I was like, that looks like a butt rock. And totally. And but it we went on a Thursday. There wasn't a ton of people out. It was just so nice and quiet. I meditated for a bit, but it's slightly disconcerting.
And the boys got to see grandma.
Yes, the boys got to see their grandmother, and so we had a nice time. And Def Jules said raisins.
Raisins?
Yeah. Did you talk about raisins or some reason why he would say raisins? Did you talk about shriveled grapes?
Great. No.
Okay.
Raisins time. I don't know what raisins is.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? We got to go back because this was 5 minutes ago. So
okay.
Anyways, let's see now. Not California raisins, Arizona raisins. Oh yeah. See, we got. Let me see if I could. Let's see if you can see. Look at that tan I got. Yeah. Then we have Den Danny. I'm trying to think. Have you been here before, Den Danny? There's a part of me that wants to say
isn't that
yes.
just DJ Dan?
No,
he maybe changed his name.
Part of me that
I think Dan Danny has been here before. I remember the name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Welcome back, Dan Danny.
And Venus Rising says, I changed my handle. See?
Okay.
Told you.
It was Venus Pisces, or was it different?
It wasn't so confusing. Now I'm confused, y'all, even more. See? Once we get locked in on you, we're locked. Okay?
We're very loyal.
We are. We're like, excuse me.
Well, welcome back.
But see, I knew it was you.
She knew it was
but he can't see. It's hard. He can't see.
I'd have to get up to the thing and look and stuff.
Because you have this cute dog there, and I'm like, oh,
you got a doggy.
Cute.
What kind of doggy do you have? Let us know. And you guys, let us know where you're from. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, or where you from?
Yeah, give us a shout out. Let us know. We love seeing it, and just that's what's so cool about YouTube, because here we are in Arizona, and people are spread everywhere,
all over the world. So the boys went to go see Spider-Man, and our 17-year-old saw it last night. He liked it, and I'm like, oh, this is only the 33rd Spider-Man. I mean, you guys.
how many Spider-Mans can we do?
How corny?
Here's what I want to know. Hello, writers.
No, there's plenty of execs. The studio execs are afraid to give new writers and other people a chance.
It's the studio execs.
It's so corny.
They're afraid to spend money on anything that won't be a hit, even though half their shit sucks. And excuse my.
How many Spider-Mans do you need? A Spider-Man every 2 years? That's what you basically get. Sense. The Spider-Man every 2 years. That's absurd.
You're like,
I refuse to pay for it, and I'm not.
Is that Zendaya's boyfriend?
And I don't even feel like
fiance. Are they married now? I don't even know.
No, he's in Odyssey, and I don't feel like seeing Odyssey either. But you know what?
Is he in that too?
They
both were in that.
Yeah, they were in Odyssey. Yeah.
Oh, is that how they met?
Probably so. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somebody fill us in on the tea. We're sort of aware, but we're not, sort of not aware. We're like,
I told you, celebrity and all that stuff, and we'll talk about it with Neptune, and with Pluto Leo, but we're going to talk about Neptune Leo in a second.
Although my naughty pleasure still is the Real Housewives Beverly Hills.
But wait. okay, we had to give a thumbs down on Netflix, and I
my
and
gosh.
I want to say this, I'm upset because Netflix, they have the thumbs down, the like it and love it. But what if you really don't like it? They should have 2 categories of not like, not just thumbs down. They got to be like sucks like crap. Right. So we watched the 72 Hours, the new Kevin Hart movie.
And we were like men on film.
Hated it. Yo.
Does anybody remember that? Is anybody on here old enough that y'all remember?
Yeah, they remember In Living Color.
In
Living Color was the best show ever. But let me tell you something. This Kevin Hart, and this is what was so corny. Oh boy, Cat Williams has a cameo in it, and he got enough to talk all that smack about Kevin Hart and all that of Hollywood, and then he kisses his butt, and then he winds up being in a little coon-ass role in the movie. I'm done with Cat Williams. I'm done. It was so corny. I was like, come on. Dude.
First off, not all money's good money, and if you're gonna be about it, stay about it. Either that or let us know. Like,
don't be a hypocrite.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
I don't like hypocrites.
I was so turned off.
How you going to talk all that smack about Kevin Hart, though? You're going to talk all that smack about Kevin Hart and then have a little tiny little P-roll in his movie?
We don't like Kevin Hart either. But just be about what you say you are. If I tell you I don't like you, trust me, I don't like you. And if we make up, there's going to be something that had to have happened. It's not going to come by surprise. I'll make an announcement. I'll say, I changed my mind. I will say, I changed my mind. But see.
So, all right, let's get to the placements.
Wait. Okay. So, okay. Yes. So, Deaf Jules is a Gemini sun.
Okay.
A Sag moon.
Okay.
And a Leo rising.
Leo rising, the Sag moon in the 5th house, the Gemini sun in the 11th. Your chart is like El Presidente, right? That's Trump's chart right there. You got the same placements. So, hello, Mr. Trump. Welcome. So you were born, basically around a full moon. Right now, there's a lot going on in your 11th house. You may suddenly break up with a friend group, or suddenly fall out of some situation with, a friend group, organization, or your older sibling. But this is an opportunity to, really network and tap into some sort of high vibe collective, like joining our Knowledge is Love tribe community, which is incredible.
We'd love to have you.
And the Leo rising, this is your year. All eyes on you. You're like Tupac. So you have Jupiter there for a year and the South Node for 18 months. I just did a video on my IG page about Leo risings. Go watch it. Big Astrology, IG, TikTok. I'm everywhere. But you have got something to learn this year and something to teach. But your aura is big. And you have to really be kind to yourself, fall back in love with yourself. Not saying that you don't, but I just have to say this, right? But if something is not aligned with you, if you feel that sometimes you could still be a little too stubborn or too arrogant, you got to cleanse that out. The South Node wants things to be spiritual. If not, it will cut, separate, divide, and purge. So definitely also take care of your heart health. A lot of exercise and, getting your fruits and veggies, get the solar food. Right, Virgo 2nd house, nature. You understand? But thank you for coming. And the Sag moon in the 5th house, you're very much do the right thing. It's the right thing to do. You could be kind of a little tough sometimes on your kids, especially if you're your first child. But also, you could definitely be into learning and do well with gambling and day trading in the stock market.
Do we have time for one more big 3?
Yes, one more big 3 before we get to Neptune.
Venus rising here.
Of course, Venus
She's
rising.
our friend. See, because her name is Venus, remember?
Yes, I do remember.
Yes, see, totally.
And she used to play tennis, too.
I'm like, did you really?
She's like, I refuse to play just because of my name. All right, so what's her big 3?
Is Pisces sun. Me too. Capricorn moon and Aquarius rising.
Ooh, that's right. You're an OG. So the Aquarius rising, the Cap moon in the 12th house, Pisces sun in the 2nd. So definitely may like seafood. Let me know. Your Cap moon in the 12th, you are a very talented writer. Maybe you play music. You could play piano, xylophone, flute, guitar. You and your mom may not totally see eye to eye. Not saying that she's not a great mom, but the moon in the 12th house sort of dissolves that energy. But yeah, I can almost see you as a young girl, even 11 years old, playing some sort of instrument, or you're a good writer or a good artist or painter. Let me know. That Pisces sun in the 2nd house, Your speech is very magical, very spiritual. Right now, you're going through a lot with the North Node and Pluto on your ascendant to 2044, the North Node for the next 18 months. There's definitely an exploring energy of self. You have got to really get into the shadow work. Hopefully you integrated this full moon from the other day really well. And I would think about maybe doing, intermittent fasting, fruit fast, parasite cleanse, all that stuff. You should definitely think about that Pluto on the ascendant, because Pluto is virus, and Aquarius and the fixed signs is about toxins. And also you're going to be very magnetic, but just trust me, right now, people will be very attracted to you, but also very fearful and repelled and jealous of you. And when the Pluto's in the 1st or the 12th, you can attract a lot of narcissists. So just be mindful and careful of that too, my friend. Okay. But yeah, that's really cool. And you got a lot going on in your 7th house. So I don't know, Venus, if you're single, with Jupiter in the South Node in your 7th house, somebody may be coming back up in your past, or you may meet somebody that feels like a soulmate, potential husband if you're not married. All right. But definitely reach out. BigEAstrology.com. And you guys, I forgot to just remind you, I have my moon tracking sale going on. Normally $209, it's $175. We go through your entire chart. This service is incredible. We track the moon in transit, right? How it may hit your Uranus, Scorpio 3rd house, or your Neptune, Sag 4th house. And we break it down. Literally, you're a different human every 2.5 days, 60 hours. The moon is your emotional mind response, reactions, body, health, intuition, mood swings, the menstrual cycle, ladies, your family, and your mother. So definitely book it. You get the recording, the chart, videos of the moon in all 12 signs, all 12 houses, and you learn literally how the moon is aspecting and hitting all your personal planets. It's a freaking incredible service. 90 minutes via Zoom, 175. You cannot beat it. And she's going to put it up right after the live.
I'm working on it right now, actually.
Okay, go to BigEAstrology.com. Coffee Talk this Saturday, 2 hours, $25, the Leo solar eclipse. I just put it up on my post. Always check out my post. It's going to be powerful. We're going to be breaking it down for all 12 rising signs. This Leo eclipse, Wednesday, August 12th, but Coffee Talk is Saturday, the 8th, 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 2 hours over Zoom. And it's going to be really super, super dope. Okay. But we're going to learn how to thrive and survive through this eclipse energy. And it's at 20 degrees. That's the Leo Aries deacon. Pay attention. So it's going to be really fun looking at this eclipse. And then we'll be doing the next Coffee Talk on Friday the 25th, looking at the Pisces lunar eclipse. Okay. So there's a lot of energy going around eclipse season. You can start to feel that energy now. We got a lot of things coming up. Venus is going to Libra. Mars is going into Cancer. Mercury into Leo. There's a lot of things shifting this month, and to eclipses. And Mars square Saturn at the end of the month. August is a lot, Lucy. But what's powerful, remember I told you, we talked about it last episode. We got to talk about that eclipse, because potentially we have to see that we may lose 7 or 10 seconds of gravity on our planet on August 12th. I don't know if it's real or not, but I guess we'll find out together, and hopefully not in a bad way, right? So
I'll tell you, it doesn't sound like a lot of time.
No, that's a long time.
7 to 10 seconds.
With no gravity.
Things just start elevating up. Think about a car just slowly going up.
And then crashing down.
And,
that person would probably be dead. I don't know if you guys should be driving at 10:34 a.m. in the morning Eastern, or 7:34. I forgot the time. I don't know if anybody can Google it and see what time
we're saying. About this.
Yeah, we talked about it last episode. But I just want to bring it up because Coffee Talk, we're gonna look at that chart to see about the eclipses. Okay, and it's going to be interesting. So that's sort of just the news, but the moon tracking, very important. And let's get to Neptune Leo, and then we'll get back to the chizzy. So I told you 1915, 1929, told you the people, Marilyn Monroe, RFK, JFK, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday, Malcolm, all those people. And what's interesting though, and specifically Marilyn, and you could see in my celebrity birth chart series, I did her chart reading, but she's got Neptune Leo on the ascendant. And she's that icon that still a lot of women can measure or do measure their beauty to Marilyn Monroe. And did you guys know her mother was, if not full Mexican, at least half Mexican? Did you guys know that? And she, yeah, she was her mom half Mexican?
I think she,
or a full?
I think she was Mexican. I mean, I think she was full Mexican.
Yeah. So I thought that was really interesting. But she was bigger than life and really smart. A lot of people don't know. She also had that Aquarius moon. But Marilyn Monroe was something else. When you have Neptune and Leo, though, some people say it's it's at home in Pisces, debilitated in Virgo. Some people say it's exalted in either Cancer or Leo. I don't know. That's weird to me. I'm not sure. You can watch the video. I tagged them in here. I linked them. The Lilith Leo, Pluto Leo, Neptune Leo. It's in the Chizzy. I put them in the chat before the show started. I don't know. I would say more in Leo, because Leo is about the entertainer and creativity, and Neptune is film and photography. Although when I think of the sun and the water, I don't know, but it could be very interesting. But just think of Neptune. Neptune is nebulous addiction, right? And I think a lot of people in this time, they had different addictions. A lot of that was around alcohol, some fame, sex, different things, but some power. But Neptune holds the energy of the collective consciousness. It's how your soul evolves spiritually in this lifetime. So in Leo, it's about kind of getting out of the selfish, self-centered ego and evolving to being this generous, creative, regal king and queen. Think of Camelot, right? Jackie Onassis and JFK, but sharing your heart and your heart chakra with the collective and being extremely generous. So, it's just a really interesting placement, Neptune Leo. You could look through the list of all the different people and watch my episode that I broke it down. And when you guys go watch my old videos, do your boy a favor and leave a comment and stuff. My Neptune Leo, my Pluto Leo, my Lilith Leo, good videos, but definitely need some more comments. But any thoughts on Neptune Leo or any of these icons? I mean, think of, Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald. But what's fascinating, and I was thinking about doing Billie Holiday's chart eventually. There's so many celebrity, old school people that I want to do their charts that I'm going to get to eventually. But she was definitely very interesting, because I remember looking at her chart, and you can see in there where she was, self-destructive and, attached to these men that mistreated her and, all these different things. But she was definitely a rebel against the government too. Billie was no joke. But Neptune Leo is a powerful placement, and you think of these names, right? They are iconic, whether it's Billie or Ella or Marilyn or RFK, JFK, Malcolm X, whatchamacallit, MLK. He went to the next one, Neptune Virgo.
So
go ahead.
With the solar eclipse, what's it going to be doing? How's it going to be impacting people?
Well, we're going to talk about it, but the solar eclipse is really, it's kind of bringing in this new energy, and a lot of it can be around the ego, or what is healthy ego, what is creativity, what is creative self-expression. So there's just a lot to unpack with it, but it's going to be very powerful, because eclipses can bring in and change leadership, power. And a lot of times it doesn't manifest till 6 months later, just like a new or full moon. But eclipses can be very ominous, right? A week or two before and 2 weeks after. So we're already in the eclipse portal. So you're going to start to see things being illuminated, right? Around entertainment and Hollywood and about politicians, because that's the Leo energy, right? Leo is the entertainer or the political figure. So with Jupiter in the South Node there, and then the Leo eclipse coming, what did T.O. say? Get your popcorn ready. We're going to teach people how to integrate it. The Coffee Talk, how to integrate this eclipse energy. Now, remember, with eclipses, whether it's a Pisces lunar eclipse later on or the Leo solar eclipse, we're not doing any manifesting. Eclipse season is the time for introspection. So I would do some journaling and see what is really authentically aligned with your heart. If it's not, you got to cut it out, because you don't want to move forward with bad stuff. Okay. And remember, we're getting ready for the Human Design Prophecy, and that's what's going to be talked about on Friday night at the Tribe meeting with Rapid Renegade Victoria Richardson. She's going to be connecting the Human Design prophecy, leaving the solar plexus, vibrating from the heart chakra, connecting to the Jupiter Leo, bringing in Psyche and Colby and just all of her spiritual tools that she used to really talk about this transition, this energy, embracing 2027. So that is the tribe meeting, our 29th tribe meeting, Friday, August 7th, and the 21st. And she'll be sending out information now so you guys can buy your ingredients. She's going to do that this week. For the 21st of August, she'll be hosting it.
Yes, we'll be making tinctures. I'll be showing you
The healing
step by
honey,
step
right?
how to do it. Different things to get us ready for cold and flu season, and
winter
just things
and late
like
fall.
that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I can't wait. So let me know if anybody here does have, or your parents, or grandparents, Pluto Leo, and then we'll get to the Lilith. So I don't think any of your parents or grandparents had Neptune Leo. Maybe your grandparents had Neptune Leo. Yeah. So Pluto Leo, the boomers. Boom, boom, boom. Now listen, we kid. I love the boomers. You know what I mean? My mother-in-law and my mother are boomers, Pluto Leo. But you have to think about Pluto. It's the soul psyche, the psychology of the soul. It holds the pain, trauma, and crises from childhood and past lives. So what are a lot of their issues from childhood? They had parents that were, dealing with the Great Depression. So the Pluto Leo generation, they just wanted, hey, mom, look at me. Can I go see the picture show? Can I do this? They wanted to be seen because they felt like that they weren't valued or seen. And this is why, as they're hitting in their late 70s and 80s now, Pluto Leo does not want to step off the stage. And a lot of Pluto Leos have dropped the ball. They were supposed to mentor and guide a lot of the millennials, and they haven't. They dropped the ball. So Pluto Virgo, I've stepped up to work with the Pluto Scorpio millennials. That sextile Virgo Scorpio is a better situation. But you millennials, you're going to have to, whether it's your children or sometimes it's just mentoring, you're going to have to mentor this beta generation, the Pluto Aquarius, the square. Pluto generations of the square. They got to help each other out. Okay. So I can remember, and I think I do believe she was Pluto Gemini, my grandma, and I was Pluto Virgo, that's square, so there is that energy that Pluto Leo is supposed to bestow upon the Pluto Scorpios. And many have dropped the ball, not all, I'm not generalizing, but many have. But Pluto Leo also, the pain, trauma, and crises was also about not being able to express themselves, right? Children are supposed to be seen and not heard. Well, think about that to a Leo. Think about the psychology of a Leo. Leo's like, F that. I want to be seen and heard. I want to express myself. I want to be royalty. I want to be Camelot, right? So there's a lot of pain with the Pluto Leo generation. I mean, you could even see it with El Presidente. Fred Trump was a piece of work, right? Helped fund the Nazis. And really, there was no emotion or crying in the home. And then you see now how his son has turned out. And so the boomers have a lot of healing to do. And a lot of them, that's the pride of the Leo. They do not want to be introspective. A lot of them will pass away without ever healing, without ever going through the psychological shadow work of Pluto, of going in and exploring the pain, trauma, and crises from childhood or past lives. That's why this world is in the position it is right now, because the Pluto Leos never heard about introspection and shadow work, never heard about the healing, and don't want to do it. Now, there's some that are aware and do it, but it's a very small percentage. And that's one of the reasons why things are such a hot mess on a platter right now. And and don't get me wrong, it goes beyond their generation. All this stuff started, whatever. But in terms of the adjustments or changes that could have been made in the last 20, 30 years, they have not done that. It's gotten more selfish, more self-centered, more gimme, more attention. Capiche? So Pluto Leo, I hope when they, step off the stage and on planet Earth, that they can have a come to Yeshua moment and heal. It's up to them. You know, I can't say I'm Pluto Virgo, different animal, different animal. So, any questions about these amazing people? Because listen, I'm not going to shortchange them. They're freaking powerful. They're Pluto Leo. You know what I mean? Like they are so dramatic, so dynamic, so much bigger than life, right? They are entrenched in the spotlight. And you can see they don't want to let it go. Look at Oprah, look at Trump. Those are two examples I kind of throw out, but there's so many more, right? This is, what is it? I think it's 40 or 39 to 56. So, these are some interesting folks. Muy interesante. So let's go back to the chizzy.
So let's see what's going on. Miranda says she's missed us too. Aww. That's good to see you, love. So many good things going on lately. That's wonderful.
That's
Do
good.
tell.
Yeah.
I got a jump start on my Leo reading and my own Jupiter in Leo. Ella, and we'll catch up. I would love to hear about what's going on for you. I love hearing good news.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's a good time.
Now, are you in the tribe?
Jupiter. Miranda's not in the tribe,
okay.
I don't think.
Because I just streamlined the back end of and I want people to start putting these things in there. Like maybe I should have, like I'm sitting there going, I have a prayer section, but maybe I need to have a section for like, let's just talk about good things happening.
Good news.
You know what I mean? Like good news.
Good news. Good news group, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Miranda. See, This is how everything inspires.
Did you join the tribe, Miranda?
Right now.
You should join the tribe.
Yeah. So Jeff Jules says the white folks.
Jeff or Deaf?
Deaf. Okay. Deaf Jules.
Deaf Jules. Not like Def Jam.
No, he's dropping jewels.
Deaf Jules.
The white folks. And then Miranda was said, was this that 3-day camping kayak trip? Yes. No. I don't know. Maybe that was something that was going on with people. No, this was just me taking my 3 boys up to Prescott. We stayed in like this funky little Airbnb. It was so cute. I slept in like this little loft thing, and the boys slept in the back room together. It was really cute. And the name
I had to stay home and work.
You got the crystals. You know what?
Tell her it's by the Rock.
I'm gonna have to look up the name of it, but you know where Rock Springs Pies? They're located right on the I-17. So it's there. It's the best pies ever. They've been making pies since like 1928 at this spot. Anyway, and oh my gosh, so I just found out that if you call 3 days in advance, they will make a custom pie because we were every time we go past this place, we have to pick up the pies, and this time it was like chocolate. They wanted chocolate. I wanted banana, and I said. I walked into them and I said, listen, you know what? Y'all got to make a new pie. You chocolate banana pie. And they were like, oh.
We could do that.
They said that would be really cool. But if we don't get to it right away, you can order and we will make a custom
So
pie.
I'm like, that's our pie either for Thanksgiving or when grandma comes down.
Chocolate banana. Doesn't that sound good?
That sounds really good.
Chocolate banana.
Their banana pie.
That might have to be the boy's birthday pie.
It could be.
Maybe we do that. Make it a birthday pie. That might be a cute way. Anyways, let's see now. So going back to your question, Miranda. The Rock Springs Pie is there. So you've got the pie place, the cafe and everything. And then you have where the beef jerky and the honey is, right? But if you go behind it, there's this little funky little cottage. It's a total hippieville cottage. It's all these crystals, and the people are just amazing. Def Jules is from Philly.
She's staking the house.
Lives in Florida.
My roommate from college was in Philly.
And Danny said, I have. And Jeff Jules said, but we can't get the Blade movie. Oh, no. The Blade movie. Blade like Blade Runner?
No, Blade like
you mean with Wesley Snipes?
Why can't you get Blade? Blade was good.
We haven't seen him in a long time.
Blade was great. Listen, Wesley Snipes saved the Marvel, you guys. That movie saved Marvel. Wesley Snipes, salute him. They tried to play my brother.
True.
Yeah, he saved Marvel.
Let's see. My baby girl, she's a staffy from Maryland. Oh, cute. We're gonna have to see that picture up close. Anyways, Miranda said, in Living Color was so funny. I think Kat and Kevin made up after the roast. I was shocked to see Kat there.
Oh yeah, he was even at that roast. Yeah, we refused to watch that whole roast thing. That was
like, I'm sorry. Like, you have to forever have some self-respect. Yeah. Period. Anyways, let's keep it moving. And Phoenix said, hi, Alana. Glad you all are back. Next time, take your 5th child with you. He was at home alone. He was a hot mess without you. I'm sure he was.
No, I wasn't. I came on live and Phoenix, don't be telling her I'm a hot mess. I was fine. I was fine. Mm-hmm. My 2 older sons were here though. I wasn't completely alone.
I always get a little worried when I'm like, it's like that Home Alone. I'm like, Macaulay, what are you doing? What are you up to?
She needs like cameras to check in on me.
I know.
No, listen, the funny thing is though, when I am home alone, all I do is just stay up later and just work. Or I find opportunities to watch some videos, to learn different things. Because I old Eric used to just stay up late, and, being married to grandma here, I got to go to bed early. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'll admit, like
Pisces women are like old grandmas.
I'll go to sleep very quickly. And then we have Paradox and Bedrock.
Ooh, that's a new name. That's
nice. That's interesting.
Welcome. Share your big 3. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button, you guys.
Paradox and Bedrock.
That's a great name. Do tell.
That's a pretty cool name.
Where you from? What's your story?
What's up?
Share your big 3.
And Jules said, yep, and I have same Mercury and Cancer. This is all resonating. Paradox and Bedrocks is a Cancer Sun, Aries Moon, and Virgo rising.
Okay, wait. Virgo rising, Cancer Sun in the 11th, and the Aries Moon in the 8th. The Aries Moon in the 8th is why you're here. The Sun and Moon square. Maybe mom and dad got divorced. Maybe they worked it out. The Cancer Sun in the 11th, your friends and your friend groups can feel more like family. I wonder with that retrograde, if you have an older sibling, if you guys, got closer or worked things out. The one thing that I want you to know with the Virgo rising, let it go. You don't have to be perfect. You're enough. You're amazing. Retire from negative self-talk. That Aries moon in the 8th house, you're dealing with Saturn and Neptune there. You don't be surprised if you have some mediumship or psychic gifts come online, but also you need to get really disciplined about learning about astrology, numerology, the occult knowledge, and the gems, minerals, crystals, and herbs. Get you some crystals, get you some sea moss, get you the black onyx crystal, Leo, 12th house for the bedroom. Jupiter's there, the messenger. You should reach out, book a birth chart reading, but you got messages from the ancestors to receive now. And they really want to connect with you. So I've got a whole protocol of my chart readings, BigEAstro.com. I'd love to help you out. But thank you for coming. And I hope that, but that Aries moon, and just remember, you got to have healthy boundaries. And there could be some deception and intimacy coming up around. So just be mindful and careful. And you got to pay your taxes, even though we all know it's illegal. With Saturn transiting the 8th, or just Saturn in the 8th in the birth chart, and for you it's transiting it right now, you don't want the government, Saturn, coming after you. So you got to just make sure you're above reproach on your taxes. And you may know when souls are coming in or coming out. You may get like a vision like, oh, my best friend Jennifer's pregnant. Oh, Grandma Ethel is going to pass away. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, so, and doula, deaf doula, midwife energy could be coming up for you now too. Thank you.
It's hot.
You hot?
I'm hot.
Got the fan on you.
Oh, it's 110 degrees.
Yeah, it's 111.
111 degrees.
Yeah, it's been rough. And our crazy children, they were like, we want to go fishing. And we were like, no, you not.
Oh.
So their big brother took them to go see Spider-Man.
It's the only thing you can really do in this weather.
Just type of heat. Go to the movies or just keep your butt inside and chill out.
Mm-hmm.
So any other questions or comments before we get to Black Moon Lilith and Leo? I think some of y'all. Do any of you guys have the Lilith and Leo? I think my kids may have it. My Lilith is Virgo, hers is Sag, but I think one of our kids has it in Sag, and I think the twins may have it in Leo, and I don't know where the oldest has it. But Lilith is very powerful. Does anybody else have any comment questions?
Let's see what we got going on here. Venus rising is saying that seafood is her favorite. Venus rising is EEK. I'm not sure what that is. I just got over a 2-week breast infection. Ooh, so that's not good. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, single 5 years. That's Venus rising.
Okay, well, hey, let me think right now about your chart. Aquarius rising.
Is that
breast infection, Cancer 6th house, then you had the Mercury retrograde. But the 4th house is Taurus. You also need to spend more time grounding and earthing in nature. And actually, the lapis lazuli crystal will help you, even though it helps the throat. Taurus 4th house is chest, breast, and stomach. Okay? So consider that. And make sure you're hydrating your water properly. Eat more fruit, H3O, but put a little pinch of Celtic sea salt in the water. And yeah, trust me, parasite cleanses really can help you guys. We always check with your doctor, but we did stay at a Holiday Inn last night, and I would say that parasite cleanses can take care of a lot of our issues, if not all of them.
Yeah. Couple things. Let's see. I got off of it when I went on the little mini vacation with the boys, but I had been doing kind of a watermelon fast. I was eating some microgreens and some light salads and different things, but I was primarily eating just watermelon. So all my hydration, I'd get up in the morning, instead of a glass of water, I'd cut up watermelon and eat it. And I got so incredibly hydrated. My blood pressure went down. I go up and down with blood pressure for years now.
Yeah. That's what the fruit can do. Grapefruit's good for that too.
Then what was really strange is that when I got up to Prescott and I kind of fell off of the watermelon, I was so thirsty. Even though I was drinking water, I was still thirsty. So I realized that regular water did not hydrate me the way that I had become accustomed to being hydrated, because for a week I had been on the watermelon. And
unless you guys are getting natural spring water, you're not getting enough.
So you hear this thing about H3O and the hydration and stuff.
Fruit,
I will tell you, whatever, it definitely hydrated me in a way that my body was not used to. And then let me see what else. And I craved it. Like, my body was like, where's the fruit? Where's the fruit? Where's the fruit? And I eat fruit, but I never obviously eat it that much. My body was like craving fruit. And what's interesting is that when I have done other fasts where I've done just a single whatever, I've never had my body saying like, I need whatever it is. Like in this particular case, my body was like, get me that fruit. Like, very, very interesting. So, let me see.
How you guys feeling with this Aries moon? Now, remember, do not get emotionally impulsive, especially tomorrow, early morning and day. It'll be conjunct Saturn. Make sure you come back and watch Astro Weather Week Monday, but just be mindful.
Venus said that, Mom and I had a very bad history, but getting better now.
Good. And just so you know, with Capricorn moons, I'm going to be real with you. A lot of Capricorn moons wind up taking care of their mothers. Okay. And it does get better. Remember, any Capricorn placement, sun, moon, or rising, it has a Benjamin Button effect. So we may have issues with mom early on, processing our emotions. And then as we get older, we like learn how to emote. We actually learn how to cry. Things get better with mom, and I was so fortunate that my mother and I, our relationship got really good before she got the brain cancer. And that was really great. And then it was just great after that. But then I became more of the caregiver than just the sun.
And then Venus said, I have 0 Leo placements in my chart.
Me too. 0.
And
that's okay.
She just said you right on point.
Yep.
And yeah.
Thank you, my friend. All right, so let's talk.
Murray is here. Hey, Murray.
Hey, Murray.
So What's good to see you.
Can't wait to see you at the next tribe meeting Friday night. Victoria Richardson's coming.
Yes. So
it'll be good.
You guys go to his website, sign up. If you haven't been there before, you should get a pop-up that will ask you if you want to be on the mailing list. You should be able to fill it out. If for some reason you don't, send him an email at Eric, ERIC, at BigEAstrology to get on his mailing list. We just send out mailing lists that talk about.
But it should be on the website though.
Things that come up and stuff we're doing, and you can just learn about it. And you know, we tend to give some sort of knowledge in there as well.
Yeah.
But obviously,
the newsletters are good.
Some of the things that are coming
Murray will tell you she likes the newsletter. It's pretty good. But we'll be releasing one probably, if not tonight, tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we really try to find really high caliber people to come both to our podcasts
and the
but
tribe,
especially to our
and
tribe
speaking
meetings.
Of high caliber people coming to the podcast, you guys saw I put it up. Do not miss Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, August 11th, next Tuesday. I have astrologer Tiffany Berry coming on. She's like me. She blends a little bit of Western tropical whole signs. She also likes the Placidus, but she's into evolutionary and Vedic astrology. But we're going to talk about the Soros series. She's going to do like a little presentation connected to the eclipses. Okay. And this is some work that she had learned about through astrologer Bernadette something, not Peter, I forgot, but she's brilliant, and she's pretty big astrologer on Instagram and TikTok, but she's a Cancer Sun Moon rising, and we're going to talk about the Leo solar eclipse and the Pisces lunar eclipse, Tuesday, August 11th. Don't miss that, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be goody. I'm pretty busy this week, so I don't think I'm going to be coming on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I think this week it may just be Thursday, Saturday, or something like that, or Thursday, Sunday. I'll let you know. Okay. Got a lot of clients.
And we're so thankful. So thank you, everyone.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. And definitely, I'm telling you, reach out and book. This sale goes to August 21st, but this is one you don't want to miss. And that's a nice discount. $175 down from $209. Take advantage of it. The moon tracking service, it will literally change your life, because when you learn to track the moon in your daily life, it just makes everything so much easier.
So I'm curious, what do you think? I'm putting this up right now for the
coffee talk.
For the coffee talk. But what if I do something where just through the end of this, I'll put it up for $20, not $25. And then if they sign up before the end of this podcast, they can come to the coffee talk for $20.
Okay, you hear that, you guys?
$25.
Okay, but you got to, after the show, you got to change it back to 25.
I will.
So if you guys right now,
I'm updating it.
She's updating it right now. BigEAstrology.com. While we're on this live for the next probably 15, 20 minutes or so, you can go and get a $5 discount at Coffee Talk. Okay, for the Leo solar eclipse. And even if you can't make it live on August 8th, you can still receive the recording, the videos, and the chart. So it's really worth it. So a $5 discount for Coffee Talk. So I would go to BigEAstrology.com right now and sign up for this Coffee Talk. The eclipses, you guys, they're a lot. This is going to be a lot. Okay?
Yeah, there's a lot. I'm looking at some of the comments down here talking about the boomers and just different things.
Oh yeah, what are they saying about the boomers?
Let me see.
What do you guys think about the boomers?
Let's. So first off, Def Jules has said he is getting his popcorn ready. He hasn't had it in a while, and
I know you listen. You have to, because with entertainment and politics. Yes. And we got Jupiter and the South Node in Leo, and Pluto, the North Node in Aquarius.
It's all crap. Like I don't know, and I can't. I try not to get too involved with like social media. I mean, I watch certain things, but I'm listening to these people, and so much of what they said was on point. But then they're talking about voting, and and I'm sorry, this is my opinion. I hope we can all be open and friendly here and have differences of opinion. And yeah, if y'all feel different, you can write it here.
Some people still like to vote. I get it.
And I think there's nothing wrong with voting, but I'm like, it's a broken system.
The whole
How
system
does
is
playing
broken,
in the system and using the mechanism that the system gave you, how does that change the system? Like, we've been trying to work with the system and do what the system said for
I've been voting since
decades.
18, and nothing has gotten better and changed.
I haven't seen any of it.
I don't know what you guys have experienced,
I feel like
but
we need to change. One thing I have seen work a little bit, and we have to go on, but like when people did that boycott of Target, when people do these different
they lost over $1 billion.
People lose the money. I see that working and works pretty darn fast.
Well, just like the bus boycott back in the 60s. And see, you guys, right now,
that's where things seem to move.
Well, that's the thing. And you have to boycott with your dollar bills and with your attention and your spirituality, right? That going out and protesting in the streets, that playbook is gone and dead. They want you to do that so they could freaking kill you. So don't do that.
Please be very careful.
Do not get caught up in that.
I don't want anybody getting hurt.
Yeah. But I will tell you right now, it's about your spiritual energy, your attention, right? And it's about your dinero. Okay. But definitely realize that, I mean, come on, we're all adults here. We know with those epi files that came out, the fact that all of us did not band together and go down there to DC and drag them all out of there lets you know either we are numb and dumbed down or we're crazy.
And see, this is the thing. You know that it's both sides, because if it wasn't, you would have one side really stepping up as a collective group
and going after the other side,
or the other. And we're not. So that tells you that it's both of them, because they know that if one of them talks up too much, the other one's going to talk up, and then it's just going to turn into this.
And we have all these innocent people, and there's been no consequences.
But we can put R. Kelly in jail. And I'm not saying R. Kelly was a great person or whatever, but I'm just saying, like,
or Diddy, these are small fries.
What I mean? Like, and I think Diddy's way worse than R. Kelly, by the way.
No, he definitely is. I'm not saying that. But these are small fries.
You know what I mean?
Small fries. It's not like, oh boy, they've just passed away.
Clyde.
Yeah.
Our buddy Clyde. Anyways.
Anywho's. All right. So let's get to Lilith. Some of the boomer.
No. So Phoenix is Black Moon, Lilith in 5th house. We have Lily Betts Heaven on Earth.
Oh my goodness, that's a great name. Welcome. Nice to meet you.
I think she's been here before.
No, Lily Betts Heaven. I've never heard that title.
Lily.
I think Lily's new.
Give us your big three.
Share your big three, but welcome.
Like I've seen you.
I don't think I've seen you.
And then Jeff Jules said Pluto Scorpio gang.
Okay. Pluto Scorpio, I got your back, man. But listen, wait, let me say this though, Jeff Jules, Pluto Scorpio, I give you all the tough love. You guys have a big energetic marker. Right now, you're going through the square to Pluto Aquarius. There's no more playing for millennials. You guys have mastered money, power, sex, and identifying your traumas. But now you got to get away from the talk. You got to be the scorpion going through the phoenix, rising out of the ashes that kind of burns because it hurts the tuchus, and then soaring, healed as the eagle. The constellation of Scorpio is Anguilla, right? You guys are leading us into and helping us to lay the foundation of the age of Aquarius. Pluto Scorpio, you have got to step into the stage. It's your time to take power, but you have to get healed, right? That money, power, sex, that was cute and all that, but it didn't do anything for you. It was empty calories. And you have to know that. It's just like voting. It's empty calories, right? We have to realize, what do they say? You repeat and doing the same thing with the same outcome. That's the definition of insanity. Well, we're all a little insane, okay? And we have to realize that we can't expect people that may not even be freaking human, and they're, the inorganic ones, to care about the benefit and the lives and hearts and daily lives and souls of human beings. Okay, that's why you see pure evil. And don't think for a second, do not ever question that pure evil doesn't exist, because it does. And you're seeing it on the world stage. Okay. These are not this whole thing over there. That's about Stargates. That's Stargate 10 in Iran. Don't play yourself. Don't get twisted. Okay? These two eyes will lie to you. The television will lie to you. You got to tap into this, your heart and your intuition, because you know the truth inside your body. You don't need Eric to say it to you. You know that you know. You know that they're fugazi. You know when they get up there and do their commercials and they promise and, oh yeah, and I fought for my country and I'm going to challenge the president and I'm going to challenge the Democrats. I'm going to challenge this and we're going to make things right again in this country. And stop it. They're all lying and you know it. And that's the thing. So we've got to stop the insanity and realize that the fact that you only have two choices means you have no choice. The fact that everything is, funded by these, PACs and by lobbyists and this and that, and billionaires paying for elections. If we do not have 3 to 5 party and we do not have a cap on the money that can be given, then you don't have a real election. And it's on Tuesday in November that can be very cold. The first Tuesday in November, where poor third world countries will have elections for multiple days and they'll have it on the weekend when people don't have to work. That's all you need to know. The first Tuesday in November? Come on, get out of here. Don't fall for the okie doke anymore, y'all. Wake up. I love you. Come on. But you got to love yourself and deal and live in truth. Okay? Believe me. So, Black Moon Lilith and Leo, the lion. So I already told you some of those people, right? From Eddie Murphy to Kevin Hart to J-Lo to Rihanna to this one and that one and blah, 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 blah. Black Moon Lilith and Leo. So what's Lilith? The true Black Moon Lilith. H13.
We never got...
What?
Okay, never mind.
What?
Well, the Deaf Jewel said the boomers, they didn't talk about stuff, which is so true.
Yeah, I want to get the boomers.
True, I'm sorry, Lily Betts, Heaven on Earth. True, both parents are Pluto and Leo.
Yeah.
And Venus Ryan says, my mom never healed. It took my dad dying 6 years ago before she started to change. She's 75.
Oh, God
and
bless
it's never
her.
too late. And you know
it
what?
Is never too late. That's so beautiful.
Late.
You're right. It is never too late. And that's what I'm hoping for some of these boomers, that this transit, this year, this 18 months of the Leo South Node and Jupiter Leo for this year, this is their window to do the work to heal. But they've got to embrace it. They've got to be willing to do it. I'm not saying they don't have the potential to be the most amazing people. Pluto and Leo, oh my God, the generosity could be their cup runneth over, the biggest hearts, little regal kings and queens. But unfortunately, so many of them are stuck and trapped in the matrix and the greed and the simulation. And look at me, look at me, look at me. They don't ever want to heal. And that's hard because you all know you can't make anybody change. They've got to do it themselves. You can share knowledge and information with people up the wazoo. But until somebody wants to look in the mirror, check their heart, do the introspection, and heal and talk about the tough times and experiences, it's not going to happen if they're not willing to do the work. And I'm not saying it's not hard, and I'm not saying it's not painful. But sometimes we got to get down on the floor, sitting almost butt naked with like snot coming out of our nose and do the work to really heal. You know, this generation went through a lot. They saw a lot. And you're right. They don't talk about stuff. And that's the problem. A lot of our elders have passed away and they did not share the spoken history with us and didn't, share a lot. I can remember having to ask my mom questions even about my father. She wouldn't talk about him. Mm-hmm. And that's hard. And I knew it was because of the pain, but you got to go past the pain of yourself, because that's selfish, and think about the pain of your child who was missing his father, who was murdered at 6 years old, right? And I'm not angry about it with my mom, but I mean, I went to stages of life where I had to pry information out of her to learn about my father that I only had 6 years with. Mm. That's real. That's Pluto Leo. Boomer. Okay. So, some of them still have an opportunity. And I think this 18th month transit of the South Node and this 1 year of Jupiter There's a great opportunity to purge and cleanse their heart and heal their childhood and past life traumas. There's always hope. As long as you have breath, there's hope to transform and change and heal. Because the only thing constant in this universe is change.
Mm-hmm.
And it's harder for the fixed signs. Don't ever get it twisted. We both have fixed ascendants. But any fixed placement, sun, moon, or rising, you're going to be a little extra stubborn. You're going to be like, it's my way. You're going to be not as adaptable and flexible to changing. Cardinal and mutable signs are more open to change. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, that grand fixed cross, right? Very biblical. They're slow to change. All right. Any more boomers before we get to Lilith and Leo?
Let's see. We've got Sons of Belial. Sorry.
How you like
Publishing.
me now? Oh, I like that. Sons
Also
of Belial
Pluto on Virgo.
Yep,
Here,
Pluto Virgo.
DS house.
Salute.
DS house. I'm not sure. DIEST. DS house. Virgo here. DS house.
Is he trying to say Diaz, like the 10th house?
I don't know. DIEST. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. And then let's see. We've got Phoenix is Black Moon Lilith and Leo and Uranus in the 5th house.
Ooh, that's good.
Sons of Belial. Let's see. Tell us more. We want to know a little bit more about you.
Well, share your big three. Welcome to the channel. Please hit the like button and subscribe.
And
welcome to our world on the internet.
Yes.
There's a lot of love here. Knowledge is Love Astrology Podcast.
Miranda said that she had been a part of the tribe for a little bit, but she was working 2 jobs. And when I totally understand, I remember.
Yes.
You were welcome back anytime.
Yes,
and even if you can't make it, like in my opinion, I'm like, I think our premium is $23. And you get the two coffee talks, the 2 meetings, that group meetings that we have I think is well worth it, but totally get it. And a lot of the stuff you can catch up on your own time. Let's see. But we would love to see you. Darlene Schultz.
Hey, Darlene, how are you?
Too. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
How you feeling, lady?
And then Miranda knows all about the pie shop, the crystal shop right there. I've never timed it right. Yes, they run on their own schedule. If they decide that they want to be open, they're open, and if they don't, they don't. And I love that.
You see how the movie was? How was the movie?
Amazing. Good.
Oh, good.
Okay, so it was an amazing movie. Okay. So nothing like a summer blockbuster when the boys are home. And then we have Paradox and Bedrock. They're from Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. Want to go one day.
And Sons of Belial Publishing are Virgo rising, Capricorn sun, and Cancer moon. Okay,
another full moon, baby. Virgo sun, Virgo rising, Cap sun, and then the Cancer moon in the 11th. For you, the same thing. Your friends can be more like family. You can be pretty close if you have an older sibling. You get affected by the new and full moons. You're very intuitive. Trust your intuition. You feel something, tap into it. That Capricorn sun in the 5th house, you were probably more mature than your peers in high school and college. And you had that Benjamin Button effect. I don't know how old you are now, but let's say you 45 looking like 37, right? Let's say you 50 looking like 41. You're gonna age like fine wine with the Capricorn sun. The Capricorn sun in the 5th house too. It's 110, right? You don't need to be fishing.
See, these are the things that happen when you live in a hot place. My son is arguing with me. It's 109 degrees and he wants to go fishing. And he says that all he needs to do is have fun.
Feel like that.
Okay, when is the sun going down?
Anyways, we are we are talking.
Yeah, we're on live. But I mean, with the sun going down, I'm a little okay with it. But
let us wait till the sun goes down, please.
Yeah. I can go before it goes.
Can I finish here?
Yeah.
Just give me a couple minutes.
Let Mama finish, please. Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious, gracious, goodness. If Elijah wants to take you, he can.
Yeah.
I'll pick you up.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. Did you get and finish the Virgo rising?
Yes, but also let me
Cancer,
say, and who was that again? Blau?
That was Sons of Blau.
Yeah,
yes.
Sons of Blau. So also you got to retire from negative self-talk, Sons of Blau. And I'm not surprised you're into publishing. Gemini 10th house, that's the midheaven, if you have your midheaven there. But that's how people see you for your legacy, reputation, and public image. You are, very verbal, communication, writing. So, but just remember, perfection, that's for source, right? Retire from negative self-talk, be nice, be kind to yourself, and you too should definitely reach out, learn about the dream book and everything. You got Jupiter in the South Node in your 12th house, your ancestors, they want to connect with you. Okay, are we good? Now I can get to Black Moon Lilith and Leo?
Yeah, I mean, there's always people. Anyways,
Okay.
we'll continue on. I'll pick
You can read a couple more comments.
Okay, so Sons of Blau said Lilith and Taurus.
Okay.
And and then Miranda said, yes, it's ridiculously hot. I am even thinking. I know, like I hide. Okay, these boys want me to let them go out and stand alongside ponds in the hot sun. Like,
yeah.
Anyways, Def Jules said, I started college as an adult in January. Definitely
Congrats.
Teaching and learning this year. Awesome.
Congrats.
Awesome. What are you learning? There's part of me that I so want to go back to school. Actually, they have these programs where you can get your MBA and build a business at the same time. But I know it's probably like $40,000-$50,000. And I'm like, nah.
I told her she can donate a kidney.
I could donate. I could. If I could find black market stuff, I need to have it done nice. I don't want to have a huge scar.
No scarring.
But I'd sell something. You know what I mean? Like, I'd sell something. I might entertain selling something. Y'all don't know. We might,
Would you give up a pinky toe?
I don't know, maybe. Although they say that if is it your pinky toe or your big toe? I think it's your big toe. If you don't have it, it can really hurt you.
No, that would hurt. I don't
like
think
in terms of toe, walking.
Yeah, I don't think the pinky toe you need so much.
That
big toe is everything.
You think? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean the big toe. So maybe I give up a pinky toe. If somebody needed like a pinky toe transplant, I might do it.
Now, I used to say I would give up a pinky toe to be able to play like 5 or 10 years in the NFL, the NBA. But, I'd give up a pinky toe for certain things. But anyhow, we're keeping all of our toes and our kidneys over here.
And then, Venus Rising is going to go drink some water.
Yes,
girl,
put
some
a pinch
Celtic salt
Celtic sea salt. It really helps.
And let me see now.
You'll feel the difference too.
Becoming Chantel. Hey, girl.
Hey,
wow, good to see you.
Up, lady?
Hope you're still here. You said this comment like half an hour, 20 minutes ago. Just a reminder, I do have the coffee talk up on the website for $20.
$20 just to the end of the show.
Chantel gets to go for free because she's
a premium tribe member.
But anybody else who wants to go, it's
normally going to be $25.
At the end of this podcast, it'll be going back up to $25. Emery said Black Moon Lilith is in Leo for me in my 6th house. Okay,
well, we're getting ready to talk about it.
I love the newsletter. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria.
Interesting info about upcoming energies and the things you guys have. Thank you, love.
Thank you.
I still have hope for local elections. Federal is a joke. And see, I'll be real with you, Maria.
Think about
that is where I struggle, like local versus federal. I'm absolutely because for us here in the U.S., I refuse to vote for anybody because I was like, these aren't really choices. To me, we didn't really have good choices. So I was like, whatever. But at my local, I've struggled with that one.
It's hard because we've both been voters our entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think about the people that were not allowed to vote. But I realized that's an old Pisces, a Piscean age paradigm of the guilt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Of the guilt of like, oh my God, I know people died to get the right to vote and my ancestors and da 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 da. But you guys, if we feed a system that is not ever serving us, what's we're all living a lie, right?
What's worse is that people did die for this, and nothing has really changed. What did they die for?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be real with you. My aunt and my father, were from Jim Crow South. They went to segregated schools. And my aunt told me, she's like, I actually liked being in a segregated school. I wouldn't have wanted to be in a non-segregated school. They didn't want me. I was able to go to school and I could focus on school and I was fine. And everybody looked like me. I felt accepted.
Yeah.
I didn't deal with all the other things. And she goes, I feel bad for people who have to deal with all of that other baggage.
Yeah.
And they have actually done studies that for here in the United States, the schools prior to segregation, Black schools actually had higher caliber instructors, higher caliber everything. So there's stuff about, access, and the teachers themselves were better. Everything was better for the people.
And you didn't deal with the racism.
That maybe the supplies and the buildings were not as good, but I don't even know if that's necessarily true.
Yeah.
Because, I don't think that, and what I mean by that is I don't think the buildings got better simply because of it. The kids now had to go to the white schools to get the better facilities. But once they were there, what were they dealing with? It's crazy. Anyways.
And we still are in the trenches. We live it every day. Mm-hmm. So we're not talking hyperbole. We're talking front line.
My children
they deal with so much
in
stuff.
Scottsdale, Arizona, and we deal with racist nonsense all the time.
Yeah.
I have to fortify myself. I've already had to send an email to school already this year, and I'm going to cross my fingers because I just don't want to, I don't want to put that out there.
We're going to have a great year. Yeah.
But I was fighting with people, and by the end of the year, they were cool with me and being extra nice to me. But it's like, I don't want to fight. I just want to.
We just want to send our kids to school to learn and not deal with
experience,
venom and hatred and racism.
With that being said, I got George Orwell's 1984, and we are going to be reading that as a family because my children need to be learning about some stuff. Anyways, let's see. Emre said, wait, no. Def Jules agrees about the local elections, and Liberty bets heaven on earth. Oh yes, I've been here before. Yay.
Oh, okay.
And
well, welcome back.
Let's see. Pluto and Scorpio quit 9 to 5 last week.
Ooh,
yay! All
go
right.
ahead, girl.
Congratulations! I'm so happy.
Now listen, if you're starting your own business and you need help, she does branding. I do both birth charts.
High frequency.
Yeah.
Consulting is starting up, and I also have on Facebook a free group.
Tell them the Facebook
High
group.
Frequency Entrepreneurs.
You guys can sign up and join. Yeah.
Who are building high frequency businesses, things that bring positive things to the world, and that includes not just like your practitioners and Reiki people and spiritual people, but even like you are an accountant and you have the ability to help people, a practitioner to be able to take advantage of the best tax codes or, these different things because
people just trying to be
all
positive.
Businesses need good bookkeeping and advice and legal stuff and whatever.
People who are authentic and really genuine.
And then she says, I've been shedding several layers all year with the flow of life. Congratulations.
That's so good.
Congratulations. Her Uranus is on her midheaven.
Oh.
And then, Sandra at Peace is back.
Hi, Sandra.
Where you been?
Hey, how you doing,
Sandra? How you doing, friend?
Oh, and you guys, I think Sandra made me remember. Go watch our episode today from my other YouTube channel, Stars and Cards Lounge. It is so good and so funny. So we had a very powerful tarot reading from Elena from Searchlight Tarot, the tarot energy for August energy. Mm-hmm. But we also did all 12 zodiac signs as Italian dishes. Freaking hysterical. And you watch it, you will get so freaking hungry, but it is good. Really entertaining and funny. And in the last episode, we talked about Leo in relationships with all 12 signs, including themselves. So go check out Stars and Cards Lounge. Give us a subscribe. You'll definitely enjoy it. Okay. So let's get to Black Moon Lilith and Leo, and then we'll finish up with the chat. So we got two people here that have it, Miranda in the 6th house and Phoenix in the 5th. Now, Black Moon Lilith is, right, demonized. Lilith and Adam were made equal. God forbid, sexually, she wanted to be on top. rejected, kicked out of the Garden of Eden, then demonized, oh, this and that and none of that. It's all haberdashery and foolishness from the patriarchal system. And what Lilith is really like the female Pluto. It's the divine feminine and the dark feminine. It's pre-verbal, pre-rational energy, your yes, no response. It's primal, it's carnal, right? You can go to astro.com and miscellaneous, put H13 for the true Black Moon Lilith. It's not the Lilith glyph, it's the H, it's the LIL, you'll see, but it's H13, but it's LIL. And what's really interesting is that it's really your gut instinct, your intuition, the root chakra. And the sign, and we're talking about Leo's sun, moon, risings will be your tribe of people. If you have it in Lilith and Leo, they will just get you and accept you unconditionally. Now, what happens is with Lilith, Leo, people can reject you for.
Is that cootie throat?
That's cootie throat that she gave me. For your creative self-expression. I think it's the fan blowing on me, but it was her fault. She gave it to me.
I did not.
Gave me cootie neck, cootie throat, and then she went out of town. What kind of woman does that?
I said, well, shoot, I gotta go.
What kind of woman does that?
Get that?
What kind of woman gives you cootie throat and then bounces out of town?
The one who doesn't want it.
And takes your kids away from you.
I mean, nobody wanted that. But you got to have a lovely lunch with your our older son.
Yes,
so it's beautiful.
So, but remember, you can get rejected for your aura, your laugh, your smile, your creative self-expression, right? For the fact that you are bigger than life, you're embracing the spotlight, you could step on the stage, right? Especially for you, Phoenix, anything you do creative, or Marae, any type of little magic creative stuff you do in your daily routine or work. Well, with that Lilith, people can reject you. Now, also, Lilith is where you can be over-sexualized and hit on by men and women. So for Marae, it could be at work. You could be going to the gym. You can go to a post office, the bank, your daily routine, and somebody's like, hey, I can help you pick out a cucumber. You're like, what? I'm married. Gross. Get away from me, right? But it could just be in your job or work, right? Wherever Lilith is strong, it is very real. You will have sexual advancements because it's nothing you're doing wrong. And I always say that to the ladies so they know you're not doing anything wrong. It's stronger in the angular houses, though, 1, 4, 7, and 10. It can be dangerous. And Lilith can show where you can experience physical, emotional, or sexual abuse as well, especially in the spiritual houses 4, 8, and 12. But in the 5th house, Phoenix, you could deal with or experience jealousy or date rape or issues with high school and college. Anytime you do creatively express yourself, people could hate on you and be like, oh, that's not good, or oh, I don't like the way you sing, or I don't like your painting, and they're just being jealous and haters. So tap into your Lilith. And with you guys, Lilith, Leo, I think some of your breath work and meditation should be with candlelight, right? Hers is in Sag, so I tell her, use the candle. Mm-hmm. It's very important. But Lilith and Leo, that's fixed fire, like a shot, right? So definitely the candle, that can be also inspiration. But you need to spend time out in the sun and nature, getting the H3O, getting the fruit, okay? Get those melons, right? Honeydew, watermelon, cantaloupe, but really important. But trust your intuition. You may feel the little tingles in your heart, especially for you, Phoenix, 5th house. For you, Marae, it's small, large intestine, pancreas, but you still may feel a little tingle in your heart or even in the gut. But Lilith, Leo, do not let people steal your sunshine. They're jealous of it. They're jealous of your smile. They're jealous of your exuberant energy and that how you may carry yourself as a regal king or queen. And that's a lot of things that Lilith, Leo have to deal with. But just remember, the Leos, they got your back. You'll be like, wow, oh my God, I just met this Leo person. If you really think in your life, you've always had a little connection with Leos. And now you know why, if you have Lilith and Leo in the birth chart. All right. So definitely let us know down below. Hopefully somebody's taking advantage of Coffee Talk. right? It's BigEAstrology.com, and it's this Saturday, 12 noon. It's normally $25. Right now, while we're still live, it's only $20. So I hope you come. So I meet you at Coffee Talk. It's going to be fun. And like I said, even if you cannot make it live, you will still receive in your inbox the recording, the chart, and then videos of the Leo sun and moon, so you can understand this energy.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I'm just looking at this. Sandra at P, she says she's been having a very rough month, and that's why she hasn't been here.
Sandra,
I'm sorry. I read your name, but I did not read your
I'm so sorry, my
message.
friend.
So
well, listen, we're sending healing energy your way.
Yes, and we will affirm that you will get better.
August is going to be great for you.
It's a brand new month, and so we've turned that corner. It's been ups and downs and emotions. Just
maybe why don't you write a goodbye letter to July?
And
write a goodbye letter to July.
Oh gosh. Did something happen to Sandra Pease? I'm sorry. Okay. But she says she's emotions and she's getting things done and just, so we are going to affirm.
Well, I hope everything's okay with the book,
the emotions
and stuff like that.
And the feelings that you're going through are going
everything's going to be good.
To even keel, and that what you do go through is going to lead to a stronger.
And maybe go back and watch that chart reading that I did for you live at Stars and Cards. And there may be something in there that I said that may be able to benefit you. But I want you to write a goodbye letter to July and let it go. Release it.
And Def Jules says, I can tell my mom is trying hard to peek through the door of healing.
Okay,
that's
good.
And you know what? I think that's awesome. And it's really cool when we see our parents doing certain things. And understand something. Our parents watch us more than we know. And they are impressed with us more than we know. Because it's interesting. As we grow older, that parent-child relationship begins to flip.
Yeah.
And they look to us for advice. And it's really, we become more understanding of what they were doing and why they were doing it. And they become more in awe of this being that they helped raise and bring into existence.
It's
and
deep.
Now it's coming there. It's powerful.
The cycle of life.
You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see.
I had some great conversations with my mom as I got older.
Yeah.
And really just,
Venus rising. Oh, sorry.
In a different light. Go ahead.
Venus rising. Yes, I feel that I found out not too long ago I have a brother I never met. My mom never told me.
I've been there
also never met my grandmother. I thought she passed away when my mom was young because she was never mentioned. That's a challenge. I have family members that I never met, and they specifically did not want to meet me because of my having Black blood in me.
Yeah, she's biracial. My mom is white, her dad Black. Yeah.
I heard my great grandmother's voice one time, and my grandmother, thinking that she was giving me a compliment, said, my grandmother told me, your great grandmother said that you sounded so articulate and wonderful. And I was like, anyways, so I can definitely relate to not meeting people now. As far as having a sibling, that's a new one. I mean,
that happened.
I have an entire family that I could literally walk into them and would never know them.
And let me tell you, it's very challenging because
siblings different.
But and so I can speak from experience. I found out when I was 18 years old that I had a half sister, and that my father had cheated on my mother, and it was pretty upsetting and very jarring because it was a family secret and they didn't tell us, and my mom did know, and
your mom did know, right?
She did know.
Yes.
And my mother made my father. She said, "You made this baby. Well, you better take care of it." And she still, kept him. But, my half sister and I, and she passed away, RIP. Her name was London Taylor. She was a Taurus. She was a Christian thug. Mm-hmm. And that's when I became a born again Christian in 1999, going to church with my sister out in California, out in Inglewood. And she was in Hawthorne.
Inglewood always up to no good.
And, I got to connect with her and have and still have a very powerful bond with her. and I miss her dearly. And she was just an
Yeah, no,
amazing.
she was a really
She was an amazing.
she was a cool person. I wish I had had more time to
Yeah.
get to build a stronger relationship with
So,
her. We were just starting.
Maybe you and your
our
brother will connect
relationship
one day, and
Yeah, so maybe leave it open. You never know what could come from that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Sandra P says, I have noticed a difference that because I've had so much company this summer that I haven't had a chance to be able to do the things I love, hanging out with you guys.
Okay.
You guys make a difference.
Oh, Sandra.
Thank you. And you
We
know what? Can
appreciate you.
I say something on that? And we have to make sure that we are taking the time to get in the things that we love, and maybe incorporating people into those things. Too often we silo our lives.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot with friends throughout my life. You'll have certain people in your life and they will only be around you and this person, and then they keep these people over here and they keep these people over there. And that's always been a very strange thing to me. I know that's slightly different than what you're saying.
Yeah, it's hard when routines.
But you don't want to let your routines be disrupted because you're giving of yourself, and so you don't want to lose. It's like I've made it a point this for a while now that my meditations are happening no matter what. So even if I can't do it until later or whatever, I'm like, I've got to stop. And I leave.
And make sure you take that time to connect, to be still and quiet, even if you can only grab 5 minutes. I know it's hard when we have guests and company in the house and family and relatives, but maybe before your head hits the pillow, get some quiet time alone to just grab 5 minutes of breath work or meditation or guided meditations through YouTube, because it really does keep us together. And then you also have new energies around you in the home and stuff like that. I mean, they make old friends and family, but energies that may be different from what you're used to in your daily life, and that can be challenging. So like I said, write the goodbye letter to July. August is going to be great for you.
Yes. Friend. And what he was just saying about keeping your routine. So when I was up in Prescott with the boys, we were in this, we're in an Airbnb, and they had their own little room. But I started meditating and I was in that main space. And normally at home, they know mom's in her office, she's meditating, and my door's closed. But I was doing it right then and there. And the boys came out, and I just, I opened my eyes, and I was doing hape, which is something that I have incorporated into my meditation. And so, Mateus came out, and I could tell he was curious. So I was like, okay. And I sat him down and I explained to him what hape was and what I was doing and where it came from and all this thing. And it led to a really nice conversation.
You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't thinking about it. And it was like, I didn't compromise my schedule and commitment to meditation for myself simply because I was someplace different. And I took that time to expand my child's awareness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they're very open spiritually.
So,
they're really gifted young boys.
And I think here's the thing. Our children are open, but so are yours. And
yeah,
so everybody's
we just
have to do those things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, let me see here. Now we have Yari Hezekiah and Bloom. Yari Hezekiah and Bloom, is that correct?
Welcome, Yari.
Yari, nice to meet you. And then they are a Sagittarius sun, a Sagittarius moon, and a Capricorn rising.
Sun and moon in the 12th house. Well, you
have a bunch of other things. Want me to tell them real quick?
No, let me just do that. You feel a real obligation to, get married, have the 2 kids, a dog, the white picket fence. Your sun and moon in the 12th house. I wonder how you are with mom and dad. I don't know if some of the relationship was not damaged, but just dissolved. I don't know if they traveled a lot for work or just you were home alone a lot growing up. But you are really a spiritual guide and teacher. And you got to connect with your ancestors. You know what I mean? That's a very powerful placement. All you really want is to travel the world and be free and to learn and share and explore and get into archaeology and anthropology and crystals and ancient wisdom and knowledge and ancient Kemet and Peru and, so yeah, but you got to remember you It's hard because your hidden enemies can be a Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising too. So just be mindful of that. But your hidden talent is your knowledge and your wisdom. You have to share it with the rest of the world and the rest of the chart. Okay. Now they had other placements they were talking about.
They were saying that their Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all in their first house.
In Cap.
So yeah, so Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. That's pretty.
Yeah,
that's pretty stacked and heavy.
You should book a chart reading. And you're very spiritually minded and gifted. But that's a lot of energy. And their Sun
and Moon are in the 12th house.
Yeah, and Sag, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we did say that.
A lot going on, yeah. So definitely reach out, but thank you for sharing. And you know, you're a little bit of a shapeshifter, but you're also here to break some of these structures and systems we were talking about. Okay.
So Def Jules just said that they're into counseling and human services. I don't think I'm suited to become president. But aren't you?
Yeah.
Think about what this world would be like if we had a person who was more aware of emotions and thoughts and cared about people. Because I think of counselors and human service people as being compassionate and patient and that sort of thing, and to have the desire to want to bring together resources and people.
But think of the think of the presidency in the fifth dimension. What the leaders of the new world will be like. What we're experiencing right now is a fallacy. It's false leadership, right? It's only just for greed and for the 1% class. They're not real leaders. Real leaders want to build up, kings and queens around them. You know what I mean? Right? I don't want to just give you fish. I want to teach you how to fish for yourself. I want to birth leaders, right? When you take my astrology class, I want to spill out my entire cranium for you so that you can become a brilliant astrologer yourself, right? There's no gatekeeping over here. And so that's what real leadership is. When someone's willing to share their wisdom, their knowledge, and their heart with you and their truth. And then you do your thing and put your little pixie dust and je ne sais quoi on it.
So actually flip that thought.
Yeah.
What would be better than a person that brings human services and compassion to the collective?
Now, in this paradigm, you don't want to be a part of it because it's a dirty, ugly game and it's not real. But imagine if it was different, it was more authentic and more heart-centered. You'd probably be a great El Presidente. Def Jules, you'd get my vote. But don't you think it's interesting that, and I wonder, right? We've never had a Gen X president, right? Will we go from boomers to millennials? Will they just skip Gen Xers? Because even though Obama was close, he was not a Gen Xer. Gen X is 65 to 80. They're kind of skipping over our generation unless the next one is our generation. So we'll see.
They're trying to put J.D. Vance in there. What is he?
Nah,
is he younger than us?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's a millennial.
Yeah, so that would have.
He was probably born like early 80s, but yeah.
Let me see now. Yari said that their Lilith is in their 12th house Sag, and oh, okay. Yeah. And Triptonic is here. Hey,
what up, Trip?
What's up? Good to see you again. And our girlfriend Sia Ani Aria.
Hey,
Sia Ani Ari. Catherine.
Now, Sia, you gotta.
I need to get you right, girl.
I'm so sorry. You have to have your friend. Because I meant to go back to that email and write to both of you, but have your friend. I just need to know like their bio and what they do. You know what I mean? Because I don't just have people on without a conversation knowing more about them.
Right. He always has a good conversation with anybody who comes on. Because quite honestly, we need to make sure that the rapport is good for both people. Because when we have the conversation, or when he has the conversation, we gotta make sure it can flow.
Definitely.
We did have that conversation about that a while ago. So yeah, do have your friend reach out.
Yeah.
And I feel it's really interesting. I feel like people are afraid to talk on the phone. Like I feel like we go straight to text.
I'm OG. I talk on the phone.
And we're like, and they're like, oh damn, those are old folks. They like to talk.
Yeah, we talk on the phone.
Yes, we do.
Because that's how I can read your energy. You know what I mean? Texting is it's not human. I'm only human. Dun,
Flesh and
dun,
blood
dun.
born to make.
Y'all are too young for that. A lot of y'all don't know Human League.
Yes,
They were
that was
dope.
a good song. Let's see. Deaf Jules said female Pluto. Oh, you a female? Deaf Jules? I'm so sorry. I think I did say that you were a man. You know what it is? Your little picture is so small. I can't.
Well, wait,
quite
but
make
she's
you
saying
out.
female Pluto. She may just be talking about Lilith.
Wow, that makes so much sense. Oh, I don't know. So wait, what are you? Are you a man or are you a woman? Let's just talk about it. Because I thought you were a gentleman. I have referred to you with the pronoun of he. And if I offended you, I'm sorry. If it was supposed to be she, let me know.
Don't be messing up pronouns.
I know, but you
Just
know,
that-
it's the picture. The picture's so small. It's so small. It's so small.
But yes, Lilith. Yes, think of it, right? Lilith is like the female Pluto. Yeah.
And then Venus is Venus rising's Lilith is in Sag too.
Oof.
And Phoenix
like
and
her.
me and my Leo sun has the tendency to bump heads from time to time, like today over his finances, and he owes me, honey. Our 26-year-old moved back home, so say no more, baby.
Yes,
we understand.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love him. We love him.
The Gen Zers are interesting.
Miranda said, "Where are we at with the book?" Oh, so where are we with the book? The book is
coming.
The book is coming. It is in production now. They told us about 2 weeks ago it'd be 3 weeks for it to get through the printing. We are not only printing a book, but we are printing a card deck to go with it.
Cards.
I don't have it here in the room. It's in my office
you will
right
basically
now.
have your birth chart in your hand.
It's so cool. I'm going to have them send me a few.
Once we get closer to the due, we will do pre-sales on the website.
But because the bulk of them are going to be coming slow boat. But I'll give a
Probably
few in my hand. I was only going to get 10 and like 5, but I think I'm going to do like 25 bucks.
Yeah, it's probably first come, first serve.
People.
But it's also going to be,
you know, if you want to be down with us, get our book first.
But you guys are gonna love it. It's titled Star Signs and Rhyme Lines. Mm-hmm. So we've interwoven hip hop culture in the basic foundations of astrology book. So it's really powerful. The astrology cards are gorgeous. Her Pisces Mercury was just flexing in there. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
It was a lot.
It's really good. It can help you really learn astrology.
I know we talked about that for so long, and
it's finally here.
But I'm really excited. It took us like several years to make
and I want to announce too, right?
And thank you, Miranda, for asking.
Yes, thank you, my friend. But I want to announce too, with my Jupiter and Leo in my 10th house. So I am a part of a documentary series that will be released, and they had a screening, and I just forwarded you. I got the link.
I saw that.
So, so it's titled Interdimensional. And so we may do a screening here, Miranda, at Missy's Mysteries or the place in Mesa.
Right. I think we should get with Miss. I think we need to do something in Sedona, and I think we also need to do something with MUFON here. And I think there's a few different organizations.
We'll have to see. But the movie itself, it's a docuseries, and they're trying to pitch it to Netflix, Hulu, or Prime. But I will keep you updated. But it's titled Interdimensional. And it's really good, and it's a lot of people, including me, sharing their near-death experiences, or also their spiritual transformative experiences. And there's a lot of academia in there as well, talking about the quantum field and quantum energy, and what happens when you have a near-death experience. It's very deep, talking about aliens, the whole thing. And I think you guys will really enjoy it.
It's really, I think yeah. I mean, I just know the filming process was really cool. Yeah. I think they may even come back to get more footage.
Yeah, for some from other parts and stuff, other things. So yeah, but I will keep you guys updated. But yeah, it's gonna be a big year for your boy, BigEAstro Astrology.
I'm excited for him. Anyways, let me see. Sandra said, "That's a great idea. I will write a goodbye letter." Yes, my best friend lost her husband a few days ago. So sorry. I've known him since we were 18 years old. My goodness. Our relationship did not work out. Getting my book out.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot, and
I'm
you know
sorry.
what?
Yeah.
It like
But you know what? It's gonna get better.
I lost a very good friend, and it was over like what I would consider a friend that I had
Silliness.
for over 30 years. And it was silliness, it was ridiculous, it was BS, but we, you know, and it's not going to get fixed, and it's sad, and it hurts when those types of things happen, you know.
I've lost friends that I had for
And,
over 30 years too. And during
you
the
know,
pandemic,
like,
it was a lot. And
we're at this time where this ascension process is pulling people in different directions,
the
and
divide's
people
getting
that
deeper and
you
deeper.
just never, I mean, like, I love this woman, like I still love her, but
Well, I was telling William the other day, from our wedding, basically, we each only have like really one person left from our wedding party that we're still in, you know, good standing with in terms of our friendships. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like 1.5, but for her, it's just one. But like we lost, you know, friendships with people that were our best men and maid of honors. So
yeah, it's really unfortunate, you know, but
these things happen.
You just have to let them go in love. And, you know, let me read some more. She says, with Amazon, and she's printing her book out with Amazon. Yeah, we had to talk about your book. Okay, you're going to have to let us know what that's about. We're going to have that whole conversation. And maybe, you know, maybe you'll come on and we'll talk about it on the show and whatnot.
Did you see what we had on Stars and Cars? We were talking about it.
Oh, you know what? And I'm sorry, I did not see you.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm busy with so many things. I don't necessarily always see everything. And trying to get everything to work out has been quite a challenge for me.
It is challenging.
Because there's so many little nuances, and they make it seem like it's so easy to do it yourself, but it's not always as easy as they will do it. And also you might miss different things. So sometimes it's worth it to have somebody do those things, even on Amazon, get it up. Because Amazon, the one thing about them too that I've heard, and this is more from a product perspective than a book, is you've got to set it up in such a way that it's going to be seen. Otherwise, it can be there, but it just gets, you know, lost in the shuffle. Let me see here. Let me read here. But I'm getting there. Thank you guys so much. I love you. We love you too. My book is now called How I Picked Up My Own Broken Pieces.
I love it.
You know what?
I love it.
Just the name alone, a lot of people will resonate. It will resonate with people because
it's a human story.
So many of us have been crushed
and been through it.
But we pick it up.
And we keep going.
And that's what life is about. And that crushing becomes the battle scars, which give us the character, give us the experience.
And it's part of the healing story and journey.
And the things that then make us this full human. Like, I think about some of the things that I went through in my life prior to knowing him, and him too, that made both of us the people that made us the multidimensional, faceted, strong people we were when we met. But then even the stuff we have been together collectively, and we're different and better people. And like, that's why you see these people in front of you. Like, it's crazy.
You're amazing, Sandra.
Yes, you are. Yes. And Quintella's here.
Hey, Quintella.
So good to see you. Love you.
Now, you guys don't forget, because we're going to get off in a few minutes, BigEAstrology.com. If you want to come to Coffee Talk, now tribe members, you don't have to worry about this. But for you guys that are not in our community, Coffee Talk is this Saturday, August 8th, 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, $25. Mm-hmm. But for while we're live on this show, maybe another 5 minutes, you can go to BigEAstrology.com and you can book Coffee Talk for only $20. We're going to be talking about the Leo solar eclipse for all 12 rising signs.
And I might leave it for a half an hour after we do, because there's people who hop on to the show at different times.
That's true. That'd be
and
good.
I don't want them to see it and then we cancel it by the time. So if for some reason you're watching this and it is Sunday,
how about
August
11 p.m. Eastern?
Okay.
So that'll be 8 p.m. our time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You know.
So to 11 p.m. Eastern.
We will. Okay. So we'll keep it going. So let me see here now. Sandra said, I'm so sorry. I mean, relationship did not work out for me. Not about my friends. Sorry. Don't be sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay.
And and just know this, right? The biggest relationship that we all need to focus on at this time is our self-love. Because when we have that together, then energetically, our equal match can find us and come to us. And I know that sometimes these are big like words and concepts. And what does that really mean? I'm telling you, it works so much because her and I were both going through and kind of pruning and cleansing and healing and doing the same type of stuff, different ways, but the same type of stuff in terms of really being introspective and learning to love ourselves, that we attracted ourselves to one another. And we even met in Colorado and New York through Match.com over the computer. That's why I call it like the holy setup. Like it was God. Yeah. And I know that me doing that work, and I even told her, I was like, I can remember, and I laughed at it, but I can remember being tempted, right? Like Yeshua in the forest, right? I was tempted and being tempted to just, get back into the like, oh, just like, let's hang out and hook up, or what, not one night stand stuff, but just whatever. And me saying no was choosing my heart and choosing me. But really, I knew that she was coming. And so it's really powerful. But I'm telling you, you guys always remember the self-love is the foundation to finding your energetic, real soulmate and love match. I promise you. That's what my relationship coaching program is built on, because I knew that it was so crazy, because I knew when I was doing it, I was doing the right thing. But then the manifestation of it is what I live with and experience 18 years later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And September 30th.
It's so crazy for him to say that. 'Cause I'm like 18 years. Like sometimes like, oh my God.
But September 30th will be our 19th year of talking to each other.
Yeah,
that was our first. That's our first conversation. Was September 30th, 19 years ago. But we've been married 18 years. So I really encourage you guys all, please do not give up. And it's brave to do, but it's necessary to put yourself first and love on yourself. And sometimes you will get tempted by things that are like almost for you. Like, women, you'll meet some guy and he's really, he's 6'1" and he's this and da. But then there'll just be one or two little things. And you got to trust that. And you realize like, no, that's not him. It's close, but that's not it. And then you got to walk away.
Right.
And I'm not saying you won't be tempted and it will be hard, but you got to be like, no, that's not it. Because when you hold out for what's there's no uncomfortable moments. You know what I mean? Her and I, we've talked every day. And the first conversation was 3.5 hours, but the flow, the energy, everything was so easy. People make you think, now the marriage and the work you put in it, that can be challenging and hard. But the connection, the love, it was so natural.
Yeah.
And easy.
I mean, and one thing, like when I think about prior to meeting Eric, and I think about like some of those relationships that I had after, because I was married before, for anybody who doesn't know, I was married before and I left that.
She had no patience.
I had no patience, I guess. But anyways, I had a child. We were married, the whole thing, and it was not good. And I left. And I'm very thankful to have been able to do that, because many women who go through what I went through literally don't make it out. I did, and I'm thankful. And then I was alone and not doing anything for a while, just kind of licking my wounds, growing, changing, whatever. And then I started to kind of date a little bit. And what's really interesting about that, and I'm bringing this up because you said something about like something being off or something being wrong. I was presented with like a person that was really nice to me, but there were certain things about them that weren't what I needed. But it was tempting to want to do that. But I did get a lesson from it. And I learned, because this person was so kind and so nice, that wow, you could actually find somebody who is going to love you and be supportive of you and be kind to you, because I hadn't experienced that without the strings. You know what I mean? And this person was just like that. And even though it didn't work from a long term. So when my reason why I'm bringing that up is that you will be presented with learning opportunities. And then after him, there was another person who he had the good job, he had the really nice car, and he had these different things. And so that was tempting, you know, but what I realized is that was going to put me right back into the type of people that I didn't want. And it was almost like it was tempting me to say, hey, you sure? You sure? Maybe you could go do that. It would be easy. And, you know, and I didn't, right? And so just know that sometimes
you'll get tempted.
The universe will kind of tempt you to be like, well, are you about what you say you're about? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because that's exactly how I felt.
You know, and I was able to make what I think to be a good choice. The other thing that I did, and I've shared this before, and I'll do it in more detail another time, is I wrote down a list of everything that I wanted.
Yeah. Well, I did the same thing.
Yeah. And he did it too. And we
Character
didn't obviously know that. And I would get up and read my Bible, and I put it in my Bible, and I closed it up, and I didn't even look at it. And I didn't even find the list for a long time. I wish I had it. I got rid of it. But
I think I still have mine in one of my notebooks somewhere.
You know,
yeah. But that's what I built my relationship coaching program. You know, the different character traits of what you want for your mate. But then what happens is you have to cut it across people off, you know, cross those different things out. You know, intelligent, kind, beautiful, smart, compassionate, funny, this and that.
All the different things that I wanted was there.
And I did it for 25, and then you cut off, and then you got to get down to 5.
You know, I mean, you have to sit there and go, okay, what is it really? You know, let me see here now. So Deaf is a man, and I thought so too. I just want to make sure. Anyways, and people tend to trust him. And the current state of government is so corrupt. Yes,
of course. Come on, listen. We all know.
You know, maybe we're gonna be like Deaf Jules for president.
That's right, Deaf Jules.
And then Sandra P says, "I can't wait to see your book and your cards. Thank you. I can't wait to be able to share it with everybody. I'm so excited."
And I'm excited for people that, especially with the cards, to literally have your chart in your hand, and you can like kind of lay it out. You know what I mean? Like you could pick up the first house, you could pick up the chart ruler, planet you have in the first house, the sign, and just read about it. Like, oh, that's my rising sign. Oh, I'm a Scorpio rising. Oh, that's Venus in the first house. Oh, I get it now. You know what I mean? Like that's like, you're not logging on the computer. You're not doing this, that's, and that. It's right there in your freaking hand. And it's not on some app like CoStar that they just got bought out by some big company, and now all your information is in some freaking AI matrix thing. You guys got to be careful with some of these astrology apps. And I want to just put a warning to you guys all. Please come to me, seriously, and you could pick another astrologer, but do not take ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini as your personal astrologer. They give out wrong information, right? I had a friend ask me about something, and they said that, oh, their Sagittarius was trining their Virgo. Sagittarius and Virgo are both mutable signs. That's a square. There's no trine in there at all. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Yes, I've used it and asked different things, and there's times where it can be right on point and accurate, but there's times where it can be wrong and mislead you. All it is doing is organize information and put it in a little quick box for you with some homogenized BS words from all the data and information that's out there on the internet. And what's out there on the internet sometimes is a lot of misinformation that's fugazi. So please trust me.
And it's without context.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah.
And also with a chart reading too, you got to realize I'm also using my intuition too. I will have insights and downloads, you know, from my own spiritual gifts that are beyond just what the textbooks would say about a certain placement. So there's value in getting a chart reading with someone like me, right? Whose gifts have increased since my near-death experience, since being in coma for 40 days and being on the other side, right? You want somebody that's done danced with the devil in the pale moonlight and came back on the other side to talk about it, don't you? Right? I've lived it. I'm not reading textbooks. I've lived it.
So let me see now. Miranda said that she would love to see a screening. When it comes, we will definitely let you know. You know, we're waiting
There's
to,
some powerful
and
people in this
because
thing
this is
too.
an independent film and
Yeah.
documentary, and it's quality though. I mean, you know, it's
Well, the director,
there's some different,
he's
yeah.
he's a Hollywood director.
Yeah.
He's got professional
So,
movies
you know,
out, yeah.
sometimes these things, like it was going to be just a movie, but then I guess as they've been showing it to people, they're wanting to expand it and actually make it into a series.
Yeah.
So it's like the project scope is changing.
But basically,
so
the
totally
first
excited,
episode, the
but,
pilot, that's what's
you know,
ready for screening.
So we're excited about that. And we will definitely keep everybody in the loop with that.
Yep.
And yeah. And then Phoenix said, "Can you say the price of the book and the card deck now, and where can I order them from you and have you waiting?"
We don't know the price yet,
so
and we will put it up on BigEAstro.com.
I am going to be doing that soon. I have a website or an URL, or you know, reserved. I have to build out the landing page and do some different things. I'm kind of got the ballpark of it, and there's going to be, so this book, you're going to be able to buy just the book. You're going to be able to buy just the cards. You're going to be able to buy them combined. They will be a little bit, you will save money if you buy them combined. We are going to be filming Eric's Intro to Astrology class and making it into a downloadable course. We're going to start those videotapes here this week. I mean, it's going to take time to go through the whole thing, but it's going to be really, really good. And so you're going to be able to get the book with that course. We're going to have, you know, there's just a bunch of things. So there's a lot of moving parts around that question about price, because the price will vary depending on what things you might do with it. So we're figuring all of that out right now.
Yeah.
But I will definitely, trust me, you guys will know. Congrats on the big, yes, thank you. I'm so excited for what's going on with him, and I love being his wing woman.
And I'll be presenting in November in San Diego at the San Diego Astrologers Association, and I'll be teaching
book by the time we go to San Diego.
A lesson there. So I'm really excited about that. So God is good, you know, and you know, you guys know, I work very hard. I've been working very hard. This is my job, my career, and my calling. And I just appreciate you guys being on the journey. But it is time to gizzy go.
Okay, so let me just Sia said he has a long bio. It's probably best to just tell him to give us a call. I think that was another thing. He wasn't calling. Yeah.
No.
I mean, did he call?
No. I sent an email back, but I didn't hear any more information.
Oh, okay. So
but
we'll work it out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
just reach out. Yeah.
Irubina, I might be saying, I'm sure I'm saying that
Welcome,
wrong. I'm
Irubina.
sorry. Welcome.
Hey.
If you tell me phonetically how to say it, I will do my best.
Make sure you guys go subscribe, hit the like button, Irubina. Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel. And I hope you guys are doing well. And
she finally made it to a live.
Oh,
thank
good.
You.
So glad you made it.
It's been like 20 minutes. She wrote that, but thank you. And Def Jules is saying pick up the pieces about the book. I think that's awesome. And that's what I love too. He's commenting on Sandra Pieces' book. Yeah. And that's what we're trying to create.
And you guys go watch Sandra. You guys can go see Sandra on Stars and Cars Lounge. We had her on and she was brave enough to, we did her a tarot reading for her. And I did a little mini astrology reading live on the show. It's freaking awesome. Sandra's awesome. But go to Stars and Cars Lounge and you can watch that episode. It was a few months back.
And King Capri.
What up, King?
What up, King? And he said, "Did you shave?" Yes, he did.
Yes, I got my locks retwisted. He got his
locks twisted. He looking all fresh faced and sexy. Woo!
Crispy and clean, back up on the stage, you know.
Yes. So fresh and so clean. And let's see now. I'm doing great today. Thanks for asking. Yay. I'm so happy to hear that, my friend.
And you guys just remember, I don't want to say this though, dreams could be a little weird tonight. The moon is conjunct Neptune. There could be some sinus issues. If you feel any headaches, Massage the temples, maybe smell some lavender. Look at the 12th house sign, put that crystal under your pillow. But tomorrow morning, you'll see when I'm doing the astro weather, the moon will be conjunct Saturn retrograde. So there could be some restrictions to your physical body, your emotions. We could experience some joint pain. So give yourself some grace. Mondays are a day of introspection. Nobody really should be working on Mondays, but a lot of us have to. But Monday is a day of journaling and introspection. And you want to eat some cooling foods tomorrow with the moon and Aries conjunct Saturn. So get the fruit, have some cucumbers, some blueberries, cooling watermelon, cooling foods tomorrow will help the fruit. Okay, just with the energy. It's a lot of dry fire on the Aries moon conjunct Saturn, lick a shot. You understand?
And Sandra said that that's what happened to her, talking about a man that he was 6 foot, super nice guy. I did think that it would be that it could be the right him, but it was not. Yeah. And that you nailed it.
But see, listen, ladies, I nailed it because I understand. I have a PhD in women. Okay, let me just say that. But I will tell you, we cannot get caught up in these numbers and ideals, right? The perfect person may be 5'7". The perfect person may be a different ethnicity or religious background. Like, we just have to keep our minds and our hearts and our souls open to what God and the universe may send our way. What our vision of perfection, or what our stereotypical ideals that the world has told us what we should be attracted to, that may not be it.
If I can, and I hope I hope don't get upset. But when I found out that he was visually impaired, of course that's something that a person thinks about, and they're like, should I do that? Like, the world would tell me, girl, visually impaired. But you know what? I am so blessed to be with him. And had I just looked at him solely with what these numbers and stats that I had set out, I would have walked past him. A teacher, I was like, I want a man who's making, I want somebody who's big time, rolling, like a teacher, but my life would not be anything near what it is now. Mm-hmm. My happiness would, you're my person. And you know what I mean? But had I looked at it with worldly eyes.
But that's the example, yeah. Because I can tell you, I tell you guys all this time, jokingly, but I'm 5'11", and I'm proud of that. Because I can remember all the different girls. I only date guys that are 6 feet and taller and just blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, really? And then, later on, fast forward the movie 15 minutes, we're laying in the bed together. And then what I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it PG. But what my smart mouth is going to say? What happened to 6 feet? Oh, stop it, Eric. You're so silly. I didn't really mean that. So that's why I just caution women. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up in that. My friend's mother or aunt said the best line ever. And I was like, she's like, don't worry about the height. When you're laying down, you're the same height. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And I will say this. My first husband was 6 foot, and he was a good looking man. Listen, he doesn't think he was, but I had a lot of people who thought that, and I brought him home to when I brought him home to visit my parents and stuff, all of my mom's friends were like, oh my gosh, I had so many people that thought, but he was not a good person. Mm-hmm. Yes, he was on the outside, everything that you would be like, check.
The things that you think matter.
Not a good person.
It doesn't really matter, yeah.
Let's see now. Yari Hezekiah. Or they have JW in there. Maybe I just call you JW. Yeah. I've watched a lot of your videos. This is my first live. Welcome.
Thank you.
You're both great and kind, and I've always enjoyed your content. I will book a reading. Yay. Also, my username is ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's not ridiculous. I just want to know how to say it.
But when you said Yari, it's so funny. It's so weird. Two things came up to me, like, you could flip it like this. I was thinking Yari Atari, right? I was thinking Yari Atari. And then for some reason, when she first said Yari, and this doesn't rhyme with this, but it came. I was thinking, Yari Ali Ali oxen free, and I don't know why that came to my head, but it did. So I just want to share that with you. In my weird little head.
And I skipped over our friend King Capri. I'm sorry.
King
He said,
Capri.
Mr. Eric equals gentleman.
Thank you.
That is so kind.
Thank you. But let me tell you something, though. But that's who my mother raised, right? I was always taught to be a classy gentleman. You know what I mean? And I will definitely say my mother wouldn't have it any other way. And I told her this, and I would joke about it, and I've said it once or twice here, but this is something I think about it because we have a son about to turn 27. But I can remember, when I was young and I was doing television, film, and print modeling in New York City in 27, 28, 29, 30. I was feeling myself. I was like literally 5'11", 175, muscles, modeling, just macking and chilling, right? And my mom told me my 30th birthday, we went out to lunch. She told me, she goes, you better watch that mouth. Sometimes your mouth, you're so arrogant in your mouth. You're never going to get a wife acting like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh.
And sometimes I had to say, be nicer, Eric.
And my mom, like, Taurus style, she hit me with them big Taurus strong hands, Pisces moon, Pisces rising. But she said that and it just stuck with me. You know what I mean? And I've had great women in my life. My aunt, when I got my first job, I bought some fudge, Murdoch's fudge up in Martha's Vineyard. And I came home, my first paycheck, I got fudge. And I'm like eating my fudge. And my aunt said, you only got fudge for yourself? You didn't get fudge for anyone else? She said, how selfish. And I was like, oh. I came back home the next day. I had fudge from my aunt, my uncle. I was sharing fudge. But I say that to say that sometimes you need the elders and you need the humility and the ears to listen, to receive knowledge and information from, and these two women were the pillars of my life, my mother and my aunt, that made me stop and look within to become a better man and a better human being. And that day forward, there's not really a selfish bone in my body, and I'm very generous. And I definitely have gotten a lot more humble and very kind, especially more so kind and more patient talking to women, and especially to my wife, but we also have to take those hits. When someone says something to you, you have to be willing, and it doesn't have to be a mother or an aunt, but you have to be willing to say, is there some truth to that? Mm-hmm. How can I improve that? You know what I mean? And it's important.
Because here's the thing. Nobody likes anybody who never is willing to own something that they
do. To be
do.
accountable. You got to be accountable,
right?
Yes,
but anyways, let's look at this real quick. Yep. Sandra, you're welcome. And Miranda said, hi, yes, Alana, I definitely think the universe was testing and tempting me when 6'3" reached out this past May. Yeah, and girl, don't get me, honey, you better tell me some more on that story, because I will tell you. I'm real good at this stuff. I can tell people some stuff if they want to hear it. And then JW said, thank you both. God bless you. Thank you. And God bless you for being here. You know what I mean? We get excitement and energy off of you. So thank you.
And we appreciate it. You guys could be anywhere.
And then Venus Rising agrees. ChatGPT had me all mixed up.
Yes, please
you have to
be
understand
careful,
ChatGPT and all these things. Their goal is to homogenize everybody. They want us to get to one speak.
But not just that. Think about this. If you're putting your whole chart in there, that's tapping into the collective consciousness for other people to learn about you or whatever. I mean, granted, they're not going to know. Let me search. So, they may not even know your name, but you guys, I always tell you this.
Be a bit mindful.
The birth chart is the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. Hear my words. So do not take that lightly, and don't just throw that up in the air and all over the internet willy-nilly. You have to be very mindful, okay? This is not pop astrology. This is ancient wisdom and knowledge from the mystery schools.
This world that we're living in, things are moving very, very quickly. Technology. I mean, I'm even starting to. I've always been of the thing of, well, if you're going to get hacked, you're going to get hacked, and I kind of have been that way. But I'm starting to want to pull back a little bit on different things. This weekend we were out of town, and I bought this. I was looking for spring water And I bought this particular spring water that I can't even think of the name of it right now, but it's something I don't normally get. And I bought it, and I don't even know if I necessarily said the name, but I bought it.
You say it's called Elevate or Ella?
Aqua. I don't know what it was, but at any rate, no, it's not that. But I'm assuming because I purchased it using my debit card, that kind of put the name. But within less than 24 hours, Mateus began seeing ads for this water. We didn't even verbally speak the water out. I mean, you know, like I'm traveling with 12-year-olds. They could care less what the name of the water is. They just want to drink it. But mom bought it, and now 12-year-old son is getting advertising for water he has never heard of on his cell phone.
And the technology can read your minds now, guys.
That's not like kind of wild. I mean,
this stuff can read your minds.
Let me see what else we got going on
here. Pay attention.
Miranda said co-star is wild, scratching her head.
Did you hear about co-star selling?
The astrology and period tracker apps are so bad.
Yeah.
And then at workout, meeting notes with AI was all about the last 12 hours of a patient records. I work in the power sports industry. No one talked about anything medical. At workout, meeting notes from AI was about last 12 hours.
Who was saying this?
Well, she's saying that Miranda. I'm sorry. Miranda's saying that I don't quite. I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm not. So at work, you had meeting notes, and the AI was talking about patient records, and that they were not talking about people's stuff. Yeah, you don't know when things are going to get jumbled up, what's going to happen, and if you're giving it your information, it might be your information that's being shot to somebody. You know.
We got to be careful.
Has just said, I have to see the truth, not his potential. Has compassion with boundaries, not be on a rescue mission. Save myself, if not others. Don't enable versus help cause. Everyone don't want to help. Don't want your help and rescue. True that. That's where our discernment, and we have to really say, is this person worthy of my energy? Because when we put forth our time to help and fix and pour into somebody, that you're giving a piece of your soul to that person. And not every person is worthy of your soul.
And let me say something too about, because from the male perspective, what I was energetically wanting and feeling is that Alana and I were coming at this 100, but it was equal. It wasn't that she was putting more effort than me, or that I was putting more effort than her. It was both equal. And to be honest, I don't know if I've ever had that in any relationship prior to. Maybe I've had close, but not equal. But when I say everything was easy, you guys, I mean, it was like romance novel, like any book or fantasy ever easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was kind of scary.
It was, but
I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah, no, it was powerful, but it was so magical. But honestly, it made me realize, wow, sometimes we get these stories that it's supposed to be so hard, and it's like, no, it's not. Conversation shouldn't be like, we talked about anything and everything. We left no stone unturned. And we were both vulnerable. We both shared. We talked about our mistakes and past relationships. We really put our cards on the table, and we did so not begrudgingly.
Held nothing back.
Yeah,
you know what I
really
mean? And that was a
to,
little scary. It was interesting. It was it was a little scary because at the time I was like, am I really telling him this? Yeah, I guess I am. You know what I mean? But we really went all in. And the thing is that you're planning to try to make something that's long lasting and real with somebody. If you can't put it all on the table, that's not the person.
They're not the person.
So let's see now. Sandra said, thank you. A lot of fun being on the show.
Yeah.
Yes. And we'd love to have you on when you're ready with your book. And then let me see here. Venus said, true. My type never worked out for a reason. Oh, apparently that ain't my type. Yes.
Preach, girl, preach.
Yes,
exactly.
Apparently that's not your type. But you know what? You can figure out what your type is. And here's the deal. That's where taking that time and being quiet and going within, your type will become you'll know what it is. You'll bring your journal in and you'll start to get your type.
But also you could book a love chart reading because I can help narrow that down for you.
Yeah.
It's in the chart. It really is, you know.
And let's see.
Because let me tell you,
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know the astrology then, but once I became the astrologer and saw our charts, oh my God, it was so linked up. It was crazy. You know what I mean? We are each other's 7th house, you know. My Juno's in Taurus. She's a Taurus rising. Like, I mean, there was just so many different things. So, you know, her Mars is in Capricorn. I'm a Cap Moon. So there's just so much, and we're opposite signs, you know, sometimes the opposites do attract, Virgo, Pisces. So, you know, it was really wild. And we've seen this in everything, soul contracts and different Akashic Records readings, like, you know, that we are soulmates, you know?
Yeah.
And
she said, oh, wow, a love chart. Yeah. He's got.
Oh, yeah. Go to BigEAstrology.com. I got a love
and
chart.
It's not like, I think that's a lower price.
Yeah, that one's not that expensive at all. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So definitely there is that. And we are out. We are done. Yeah. We are done.
Okay,
we
so
not
you guys
only have to go, but we are done with
all
we
got to go. So, okay, so
yes.
Peep this. You still got over about 33 minutes left to go to BigEAstrology.com. She's going to keep it up until 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. So you guys go. You want to come to Coffee Talk? I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And you get to meet me live in person. I'm pretty nice and pretty fun. But yeah, next Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, 2 hours, $25. Leo solar eclipse for all 12 rising signs. I'll be back. You guys, do me a favor. Come back and leave a comment. That helps the live grow in the algorithms. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Just takes you a few seconds once we say goodnight.
So appreciative.
And I'll see you. I'm not sure. I think Thursday and Sunday, but I'll definitely be back next Tuesday with my guest, Miss Astrologer Tiffany Berry. You don't want to miss that. But this week, I'm pretty busy Monday and Tuesday, so I think I'll be back on Thursday and then maybe next Sunday. All right? Ooh. Have a great week. I love you guys. Aries, Taurus moon week. Then towards the weekend, we're going to get into the Gemini moon. So rock and roll.
Thank you, guys.
Be kind to yourself tomorrow morning.
Yes, give yourself some grace.
For watching episode 487, Neptune, Pluto, and Black Moon.